is possible. So shout out to Steve and Steve's Dogs. They've got a location on Del Mar. They've got one in the Chesterfield Valley, right next to Four Hands Brewery. And you said they've also got one in the city?
Yeah, down off of Grand.
Right off of Grand.
Yeah.
Way to go, Steve's Hot Dogs. He's rocking and rolling all over the place. Another story that we've been talking about today, just making sure that we get in, is the vacancies in St. Louis. I mean, we're talking about many leaders trying to do something positive in St. Louis with the entertainment district, bringing peace officers in. Kind of a weird situation when you're hundreds of officers short that want to work for St. Louis City Police. And this has been going on for years. Nobody's coming to save the day. Those jobs are not going to be filled. They're just not. And that's not me being negative, is it, Projo?
I don't think so.
I mean, we're talking about several years. Nobody's coming in to take those jobs. So the entertainment district was set up around sports institutions downtown in the Dome to make sure that they have extra peace officers to try to make sure people are safe and feel safe and get that perception out. But man, there's so much vacancy in downtown St. Louis. And of course, businesses leaving have not helped the perception of that. And that's why a lot of people don't go downtown. That's why businesses aren't going there. 200,000, more than 200,000 square feet of office space vacated in downtown. I mean, that's a vacancy of about 26%. And that's gone up about 8-9% since 2022. That's the wrong trend. And that was post-COVID. Didn't help when both TV stations left downtown and then big-time attorney firms as well. So another topic we've been talking about today, what's happening? How do you change it? Whatever you do, it takes a whole lot of time, as we know. By the way, if you're out at Lambert, you can now use the Turo app starting September 1st, person-to-person rentals. So that's there for people to use. If you haven't checked that out, you can do that as well. Or you can do the usual Enterprise. Go through Enterprise. That's what I've been doing. By the way, that I've got another note. That Southwest Airline day that they had July 31st, they canceled more than 750 flights. That happened July 31st. So if anybody was today, you know exactly now what happened and you know what you were dealing with. All of a sudden, you're like, wait a second, what the hell's going on? So, I mean, they were to every major hub. St. Louis wasn't as affected as many other people or most of them, but it was a strain. They had some issues. They had some external factors like weather that hit, but they also had some internal issues. They just got overloaded. So we've heard more and more. It seems like 2025, we heard more and more about airports and planes and air traffic control, those situations. It's like, wait a second. Wait. So more of a sad news story. A man from O'Fallon, Missouri. Again, it just seems like every week or every other week we're talking about somebody who's dying on a river. The Merrimack again. This one happened in Merrimack, portion of Crawford County. Happened yesterday. 65-year-old man just canoeing. I've canoed like this before, and he somehow fell out of the canoe on the river, and he didn't come back up. Just like that.
Was the water level high?
I don't know. It's just bizarre to me. Obviously, it can happen because it did. It just, I don't know exactly how it did. Which is just bizarre. From a sports standpoint, Cardinals beat the Dodgers yesterday. How about the Cardinals taking 2 or 3 from the Dodgers, the very good Dodgers? Kind of surprising there. Won yesterday, 5-3. Cardinals just sitting at that mark again, 58-58. 13 games behind the first place Brewers, who are just rolling right along this season. The Cubs, who had a really good first half, sit in second place. They look really good for a wild card spot at this point in time. Cardinals about 5.5 games behind the wild card spot, the final one, and several teams above them. So I don't know, no pressure on the Cardinals. Everybody knows they're not expected to make the playoffs, and maybe it's helping them. Who knows? But they did take 2 or 3 from the Dodgers, and it's always better to win than lose, especially against the Dodgers. Mizzou basketball schedule released, the SEC schedule. Their full schedule will include 31 games. The interesting thing here for Mizzou fans and basketball fans, the current national champion Florida Gators come to Mizzou to kick off the SEC season. That'll be cool. January 3rd during the holiday break, the Christmas break, whatever you want to call it, the winter break. They'll be in Columbia. And Mizzou, by the way, was the only SEC team last year to beat Florida. And Mizzou has a lot of good players coming back. They've got some other good recruits. We're hoping and looking forward to the football season that's coming up and selling out. But basketball will follow that. So I know it's down the road a little bit, January 3rd, but they'll be kicking off or tipping off with Florida to kick off the SEC schedule. Looking forward to that. That's for sure. Also, what else was I going to? Oh, I had something else. Oh, it was just, shout out Brad Pitt. He's not a St. Louis, but he's a guy. He's a Mizzou guy. Just watched his F1 movie, which I absolutely loved. His mom passed away. It's apt. Life and death happens in life. She was 84. Jane was her name. So Jane passed away. Thoughts and prayers for Brad Pitt and his family from that standpoint. Also, what else did I had something else, Pro Joe. I can't remember. I had it written down and now I can't find it. Darn. Anyway, we're here, as you guys know, Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. Love kickstarting your day with you guys. You kickstart it with us. Jump in. Let us know if you want to promote anything. You have ideas, story ideas. That's all good. Monday, we've got an interesting guy coming into studio, a lawyer. I believe we've got him booked. I don't know. Greg, you tell me. But a man who will tell you what you say and don't say in traffic stops. He's a St. Louis attorney. He's become very popular on social media. And maybe you know everything that you're supposed to say or not say in traffic stops in the St. Louis area. I don't.
Well,
I don't.
Some people may know him because the term that he uses is you can't say it on the air.
Oh, we can't.
Yeah.
Oh, because we're on radio.
Right.
Really? It's a bad one?
He'll have to tone that word down. Shut the F up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the guy who, I don't know if you've ever heard of this
we won't be on the air anymore. If you say. Well, I think he's scheduled to come in Monday.
Yeah, he is.
We'll have to
talk to him.
Make sure that he understands everything that is going on. Holy moly. I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's his phrase though.
Yeah, you just don't want that to slip. That's for sure.
Nope.
Robert from the chat line says, by the way, hey, St. Louisans, are Canadian wildfires affecting St. Louis air quality? I don't know. We've been asked that question, and I can't believe they're still going on, but they are, and they just might be.
They're actually talking about the air quality over the entire United States now is hazardous.
Really?
Yep.
Really, 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 really. Okay. Greg talking about Six Flags. He says, now Dr. C and I are humming the Venga Boys song Six Flags used to play on the dancing bald guy commercial. I don't know what that is. I don't remember.
You don't remember the dancing old bald guy?
I don't.
I can't remember the tune. But
I remember the alien on Hulu, but I don't remember the dancing bald guy for Six Flags. Oh yeah, I know the song.
Yeah, that's he would dance to that, and it was an old guy, and he was doing like very energetic dancing.
Okay, I don't remember it. There you go. I'll have to find that. Somebody can send me some of that video. That would be great. Hey, what do you guys think of the Turo thing? Renting out other people's cars kind of sounds disastrous. That coming from the chat line. I don't know, maybe, but it's all backed by insurance. You know, if you have insurance, you know, it's all good. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. What else did we have from the chat line? Oh my gosh, let me go back up there. I see that. Try Gold Belly for top foods from around the country. So delicious. I've never heard of Gold Belly. Have you ever heard of Gold Belly? I don't even know what kind of food it is.
Yeah, no.
Okay. It's all good.
I have a video though, if you're interested.
And we should be teaching water safety. What?
The old guy.
The dancing? Yeah, let's play it.
Right,
let's play it. I mean, our listeners can hear it, but they can't see it. So if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, and X, ball guy, and these were promoting Six Flags. These were commercials promoting Six Flags. Mm-hmm. Do we know what circa year this is from?
Oh God, this has got to be 90s, looking at the quality of the commercial. So it's got to be 90s, early 00s.
90s early. Okay, let's check it out.
On this one particular day.
You don't remember this, huh?
Oh, they were just doing blues power play dance.
Yeah.
There's a time for play.
All right, we got to go.
Oh, is it commercial? Are we done? All right, we'll get out of here, guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll be. No, I don't. And that's because I wasn't in the area at that time. That's probably why I don't remember.
Yeah, that would make sense.
We're Arch City now. Love it, guys. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for making the show popular. You guys are a part of it. Arch City Now, Projo's the other guy. I'm Vic Faust. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow at 6 a.m. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you later.
Hot Take Central 2.0.
Now, as you sports fans know,
it's really getting out of hand, man. It's going way out of control.
With Cam Jansen.
I'm going to lead you down the path that rocks.
And Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
You're a legend in the city, living by day instead of...
People ask all the time, who the heck is Low Cost Airlines? Well, we're not just one airline. When you're talking to us, you're talking to everyone. We are the discount supermarket for all airline tickets. Plus, we have all the airlines and always have the best prices. American, Delta, United, plus all the specialized international airlines and a lot more. And we make it easy. We guarantee you'll talk to a live human in 60 seconds. You can have the rate you need and have your trip booked in 5 minutes. Now, how cool is that? And remember, when you're talking to us, it's like talking to every single airline available with one fast phone call. All you need to do is call and find the best prices to fly wherever it is you want to go. So are you ready? Call Low Cost Airlines right now. 800-298-0306. 800-298-0306. 800-298-0306. That's 800-298-0306.
Let's talk about your health insurance. There are a lot of reasons why people need affordable health insurance. But here's the bottom line. You know you need affordable health insurance. For you, a spouse, a family member, whatever. I'm going to give you a free hotline to call to find affordable health insurance that can cover all your health insurance needs in case you get sick or have an emergency. Plus, cover vision, dental, and more. And there are no long-term commitments. You can keep your plan as long as it's affordable. And for the price of a cup of coffee, of those fancy coffees, for the price of a regular cup of coffee a day, you can have quality, affordable health insurance. Call the health insurance hotline for a free quote.
800-373-8414. 800-373-8414. 800-373-8414. That's 800-373-8414.
Broadcasting live from the J. Randolph Jr. Studios in Kirkwood.
it's stronger than grandmother's breath.
KLIS 590 AM, Wood River, St. Louis.
USA Radio News. I'm John Summers. President Trump's sweeping tariff slate went into effect just after midnight Eastern Time. Here's correspondent Mark Mayfield.
Import taxes are going to reach levels not seen in the country in almost 100 years, with over 60 countries and the European Union facing rates of 15% or more. A wide variety of products will be hit, ranging from appliances, cars, food, and furniture. In a post on Truth Social just after things went into effect, billions of dollars are now flowing into the U.S.
The U.S. ambassador to Israel says there's possibly starvation in the Gaza Strip. During an interview, Mike Huckabee said he believes there is certainly hunger and deprivation and possibly starvation, but doubled down on the argument Hamas terrorists are stealing the food. Texas Republicans defend a move to redraw the state's congressional boundaries, creating 5 more GOP-friendly districts. Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick says this reflects trends in voting.
All we're doing is fighting back to be sure our red state is represented as our voters indicate.
He points to the border with Mexico and says Hispanics have increasingly been voting for President Trump. More heavy rainfalls expected in the southeast amid a continued tropical downpour threat. Emily Akita reports the region has already been pounded with stormy weather.
It's turned roadways into more like riverways and flooded homes as well.
A stalled frontal boundary combined with developing areas of low pressure could result in several more days of heavy rainfall from the I-10 corridor northward through Georgia and the Carolinas. Meanwhile, the land forecast for the Atlantic hurricane season is out. Colorado State University is predicting an above normal season with 8 hurricanes and 3 major hurricanes. The team also anticipates a slightly above average probability for major hurricanes making landfall along the continental U.S. coastline. From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
If you want 5 free classic radio shows to add to your library or listen to them anytime you'd like, just go to 100radioshows.com. There's 5 shows waiting for you. Fibber McGee and Molly, Suspense, Jack Benny, Gunsmoke, and Richard Diamond, Private Detective. They're yours free. Just put your email in. We'll send you an email with 5 links. The links never expire. The shows sound amazing. They're yours as our gift. At that site, 100radioshows.com, there are hundreds and hundreds of additional classic radio shows for purchase. If you decide to buy any of those shows, use the promo code
radio.
That's right. Use the promo code
word is
radio. If you do that, you'll save 70% on your order. Now, that's done at checkout. Make sure you put the promo code in, save 70%. Get some free classic radio shows at 100radioshows.com, at 100radioshows.com.
News reports on the Lou Information Station are presented by Brown and Crouppen.
So what's his handle?
GetBC.com.
You're gonna need lawyers, right?
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war among the major term life companies. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past 2 years. For example, a man age 45 non-tobacco user, $1 million of coverage is only $75 per month, level for the next 10 years. Or a man age 50 non-tobacco user can buy $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of only $110, guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right, level rates for 20 years. And if you're a smoker, we have great rates for you as well. At the Term Lifeline, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. So if you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call right now for a free quote.
Rates and availability may vary by state. Sample rate quotes are based on preferred non-tobacco underwriting exam required to qualify. 800-803-1961. 800-803-1961. 800-803-1961. That's 800-803-1961.
Listen up, fellow timeshare owners. If you're a timeshare owner and you want out at all costs, you're done, frustrated, tired of wasting money, you don't use the darn thing. Get out now. Hire the best Bulldog timeshare cancellation team in the business. Their in-house legal team, headed by a timeshare cancellation lawyer, can help you fight the biggest and baddest companies out there that sell timeshare. At some point, you were using your timeshare, but now you're not, and you're tired of wasting money. Before you go to the poorhouse, call right now and learn how you can stop the maintenance fees and put more money back in your pocket. Their services cost you a lot less than you think, and you'll save a lot of money over time. Call the Timeshare Exit Hotline now. It's a free consultation.
800-824-5131. 800-824-5131. 800-824-5131. That's 800-824-5131.
The Lou Information Station presents Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Jensen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
Let's go, 8:05 on a Thursday. Get up and get them in. This is Hot Take Central 2.0. This is the Lou Information Station, by the way, live and on demand at louinfo.com. You could text into the show, 314-590-3770. You could also call in if you want at 855-282-8255. We are also live on YouTube. Just go to Lou Info, click it, and like and subscribe, and we're right here, and I'll be waving at you right now. It's loading on our screen, but I'm still right here. Jim the Cat Hayes is back from L.A. Matthew Rocchio on the 2s and 3s. We did a damn good trivia by Matthew Rocchio yesterday, and we're going to do another one today at 8 8:35 with Jimmy. 8:45-ish. That's what it is. It's going to be 8:45. So we're going to do another trivia today, sponsored by Stiefel Charity Classic. You can win tickets for OAR, and they're a damn good band. They play hockey as well. Great people. And I'm telling you, if you guys really look up OAR, you're gonna look at their songs. Yep, I know that one. Yep, I know that one. Yep, I know that one. So they're a really popular band. That's OAR. We're giving out free tickets. So listen and chime in during trivia. Jimmy, good to have you back, man. How was out west for you and the family, by the way?
Yeah, the family was there. That was fun. Cardinals picked up a couple of wins. Feels different because it kind of feels like, I don't know if it's going to make a big difference, anything. But there were a couple of interesting developments yesterday with the team buses. This is behind the scenes stuff. Yesterday, bus one, there was a nice homeless gentleman who took a leak right next to the bus.
Is that frowned upon?
It's frowned upon. I think in most cities, which was kind of weird. And then bus two, apparently, as it was pulling toward the stadium, a car trying to beat some of the traffic and maybe get to their seats, crashed into the team bus.
Really?
Nothing bad, but a nice collision on the side, and the driver panicked because he had to get the players, so he had to go bring the players to the players' entrance and then double back and do the insurance thing. And stuff like
man.
That.
Oh, yeah.
And then they went out and they wrecked the Dodgers.
They wrecked them, baby.
Boy, they put Ohtani in this place.
Wrecked them. Damn near killed him.
They put Ohtani in this place.
Ooh, gotta see something.
Something else.
He is something. My gosh almighty. Jordan Walker, too, man, stepped up to the plate.
Yeah, but let's talk about Ohtani.
Let's talk about the best of the best.
Let's not tack on like, hey, Ohtani and Walker. All right, Ohtani did something you haven't seen in quite. You saw a pitcher dominate, and then you saw a pitcher homer. Gosh, and he's they're easing him back into being a two-way player, so he pitched 4 innings, but he dominated that fastball like unbelievable. And then you saw the power he has. It's almost like you tip your cap. And then I would assume after you see Ohtani for 4 innings, whoever the heck they bring in, probably after there was talk about changing eye angle and everything. Like, all right, you threw the changeup low and away. Now you change the eye angle and go upstairs with a fastball. My guess would be after seeing Ohtani for 4 innings, whoever they would bring in would look like a batting practice pitcher to you.
No doubt.
So then the bats got alive. Bullpen was really good. They have a bit of a quandary because they have a bunch of pieces now for the bullpen because they were sellers, right? So they got rid of a lot of leverage type pieces, and then they put other guys in there, and then some are good, and then some are not. But yesterday we saw the good. Boy, Riley O'Brien looks like he's some. JoJo looks good. The night before we saw Swanson look good with 2 2/3 scoreless, 4 punch outs.
I'm a big Swanson guy.
Right? And
I'm a big Swanson fan.
I think the difference outside of his stuff is he's also one of those guys, unlike Granillo, who may be something.
Yeah.
Swanson has kind of been raised as a leverage pitcher. That's what he's been all through the minors. And if you're trained in that, then you figure you probably have a better shot at dealing with it at the major league level.
He gives me some Seagrass vibes because he's got that apparently 100-mile-per-hour sinker. I mean, that kind of movement at that speed is just, it's a completely different profile than I know we get excited for guys like Tink Hens who will blow it by you, a fastball 103, but it's always guys like Seagrass and those. It was always about the movement of the pitch at that speed. And so Swanson, the fact that he can go, more than an inning and give you that throughout it. And then you have Leahy who gives you 2 2/3 last night as well with 4 Ks. I mean, he's looking fantastic. I know I know you, Randy, and Schaefer, and I'm on the bandwagon too for Leahy as the 5th starter for next year. But I mean, yeah,
we might see that sooner than we think.
Yeah. Okay. I just didn't know if they were comfortable lengthening this late in the season, or how much you can lengthen him.
So he feels like,
he went 50 pitches.
I've actually interviewed him, which I know puts me out of the running of these things. But he would be fine with starting. At this age, you have to say, I'm glad to have a spot. You have to say all the right things. He does. Checks those boxes. But it's not just him pitching multiple innings. It's also his repertoire. He's got a bunch of pitches. You know, as a leverage guy, you get away with 2, maybe 3 pitches, but he has the stuff to be a starter. He's done it before, and he's not against it. No pitcher should be, because that's where the money is. I have a feeling from my sources that I read, they're in the process of discussing when they're going to do it and how they're going to do it. They're a little concerned about Libby. They wanted to manage his innings. Young guy, still, he's well past his career high in innings pitched. And they're watching miles per hour velocity. And when his fastball dips, they want to back off. Because I think they've kind of exhaled, understanding that this isn't going to be their year. And they're in the middle of a process to try to get back. You don't want to blow out an arm like Libby. So they were going to be careful. They're kind of managing his innings anyway. So what if he takes a break? You give Leahy a shot. I don't know. But I know they're in the process of trying to figure that out. Meantime, Arenado will be at the complex in Jupiter. They're not sure until he reports what he's going to do, but he's back. He could play in like rehab games, certainly get attention from the medical staff on his shoulder. I think we have seen that at the very least, Arenado at this stage of his career is still great defensively, and that does help you a little bit. I think we've seen that that's a plus.
That is a plus. Somebody chimed in and they're like, here's a good question. Let's say it's the Dodgers Cards at Busch. My son loves Ohtani. Is it okay for him to wear his Ohtani shirt with a Cards hat to the game? For context, he's 8 years old. Jimmy, what do you think? Remember, I embarrassed myself because I wore a Yankees hat because it matched my outfit like a jackass, and I got called out for it. But this kid's 8 years old. Is that allowed?
The 8-year-old is not associated with another professional sports team in St. Louis like you were, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, an 8-year-old can kind of do what they want. I did see
cocaine is the answer.
I did see a Cardinal fan.
Cut that one out.
I can't. I'm sorry. There's no way. I mean,
believe all women.
I don't like your tone on that one, Cam. I'm be honest with you.
Don't you make fun of my bald spot. It's sexual harassment now.
It is.
Why are you talking with an accent?
Because I don't know. Hey, Nitzy, let me give you a hug. I hate you. Wasn't it sexual harassment?
What are you, a Southern Belle now?
Yeah.
Why do you
Southern twang?
Why do you hate Aaron Niddle?
Oh, well, because he got drafted before me.
Bader can catch these nuts.
Yeah, I feel like you're reading a text there.
I was reading a text.
All dudes. And they were drunk.
That was at the Moscow.
When engineer designed
I saw a Cardinal fan that had a Cardinal jersey, and on the back it said Ohtani.
Diabetes.
What are you celebrating?
Daddy's hungry. Deserted desert.
Oh.
Why'd you read that? I don't know, Charlie. I don't know.
How many Ohtani jerseys were out?
Look, Cardinal fans travel well. They're all over the country. I saw like 4 Cardinal
Get back in your car, you morons.
You didn't see a lot.
Oh,
Tyler and E were there. There were some family members from some of the players in one section. You just didn't see a lot of Cardinal fans.
Can I ask a weird question?
Go ahead.
A lot of Japanese people go to those games?
I would say Asians.
Good Lord, Kimosabi, what are you smoking there?
Which is why Ohtani is such a wonderful asset for the Dodgers. LA is an international city.
He needs to die,
right?
Die soon.
So you can monetize the heck out of it.
No doubt.
Get that big meat out.
You don't think the best player in baseball is going to have a lot of people, from his country or people with ties there?
God, yeah.
Yes, racism. I can write about it.
Whatever happened to his?
Yes, racism. I can write about it.
Whatever happened to his translator?
I don't know. That's
Rock,
a great
whatever.
question.
Rock,
That's a great
is that
question.
guy in jail right now?
Yeah, he's in jail.
For how long?
No one knows.
3, 4 years?
I mean,
I think he's in the same prison as Ghislaine Maxwell, like
Ghislaine,
whatever her name is. They're gonna keep both of them away from talking to people. Right?
Yeah, don't talk to her. She
And
doesn't know
don't
anything.
talk to the translator. He doesn't know anything.
No, they don't know anything.
He did it on his own.
Keep him over there.
Anyone knows if you have a bank account, and even if you have a language barrier, you give everyone the authority to wire your money. Wire your money. What? I've wired money. It's not like hitting a button.
No.
It's a process.
Yes. So weird.
What are you upset about, Rock? I couldn't see it. Did I?
He two things. One, he reported to prison back on June 16th. He has been sentenced to 57 months in prison for stealing nearly 17 million from Ohtani. Oh, that's what he's getting. Okay.
So he did steal that money.
Yeah, apparently. And I'm very mad at Rooster from Birmingham.
What's he doing?
He says that Cam's trivia segment should have been called Cam, You Answer That. And now I got to go write an entire new trivia segment called Cam, You Answer That, because Rooster from Birmingham has a great idea, and I'm kind of mad about that.
What do you mean, Cam, you answer that?
That should be Cam's trivia segment. Cam, You Answer That. Instead of can you? Yeah, it's fantastic.
That's what you Cam, you answer.
It's fantastic,
No,
Rooster.
But you made
Brevity is the soul of wit. Good job, buddy.
What's my trivia called and what's Jimmy's called?
Oh, I haven't. We don't know Jimmy's name yet. I haven't revealed that to people. Yours is called Country's Kings and Useless Crap.
Yes. I love that.
I love nice.
Just so you know,
Jimmy's is also alliterative, but we haven't told everyone what his is going to be yet. We'll be revealing that shortly.
You didn't already alert the media and just embargo the title?
No. I tweeted out yesterday that you were going to be doing trivia. I tagged you. You didn't respond at all.
I guess no.
Son of a
I'm
bitch.
kidding, man. I don't care. I'm kidding, man.
You weren't
Come on.
doing anything.
I'm sitting there. Cam said yesterday.
You're right. He wasn't. It was before the game. He's just sitting there.
Cam said, what is it, 80s? No, yesterday was like a frying pan.
Yeah.
And I'd rather not be in the camera well where I can't see anything.
I'm baking like a toasted cheeser.
Who's that?
It's from The Sandlot. Are you kidding me?
All right, I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either.
It's when it's super hot. They all show up before they go to the pool,
yeah.
and Benny wants to play. Baseball. He always does. And one of the kids goes, "Come on, Benny! I'm baking like a toasted cheeser."
Is that when the nerd made out with the girl?
Yeah, it's when Spinks. It's when Spinks. Swipes Wendy Peppercorn,
and he gives a
Come
little.
on,
wink.
get up on your Sandlot.
He gives a little wink.
Hey, damn right he
that
does.
was a great scene. Great scene.
Sorry, the camera well bakes, doesn't it?
No, I was up next to it, and I was baking.
Oh,
and everyone, but I'd rather be there where I can see stuff and hear stuff than stuck in the camera well below where there was like a little area where you could get a little shade under there because you can't see nothing.
You got to be able to see.
Plus, Ollie will hurl bubble gum at me and stuff during the game.
That's hilarious.
I hope Ollie stays. I like
It's
that.
funny as hell.
He throws sunflower seeds.
much.
But the
He
guys
throws
like
gum.
him, man. You see that.
They do like him. And
Yeah.
here's the thing. If you could go through what this team has gone through this year, ups, downs, where some of the baseball not great, and the team is still with you, that says a lot about who we are as a leader. So I'm pro Ollie. And I think more people, look, I know he wears his hat backwards, and the olds don't like that. I'm just telling you, that's a pretty solid guy.
Speaking of the olds getting mad at people, have you ever been chided for like not wearing enough red during a broadcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's come down the pipe for you before?
Yeah.
That's insane. My God, we have a problem in this town.
Now, yesterday was my bad because apparently...
Did you not wear enough red?
I didn't wear the polo. Our polo, we get one color, blue, dark blue. So
But you guys get to wear the polos when it's god awfully hot, right?
I didn't know that the last day of this trip was a polo.
Yeah.
So I had worn a button-down shirt. And usually I do wear a tie because for the most part, I think shirts, like dress shirts with no tie, make you look like Danny Terrio with the collar flat. I'd rather have a decent tie, lock it in place. So I usually wear a tie. Yes, that shirt, that button-down blue shirt, by the way, is now 3-0. I usually give that shirt a spot start here and there. I call it a spot starter, right?
It's got a hidden stain on it.
It's got it's got the button-down collar, so it stays in place.
Oh, okay.
I don't love the look, but I give it a spot start. It's now 3-0.
I think you got to break it out a bunch here for the rest of the season. They're right on the tails of the Padres. Jim, come on now.
Doesn't it feel different now? Doesn't it feel different? Like
Not at all.
To me, it does. When they beat LA, they take 2 out of 3. If this had happened I don't know, a month earlier, you'd be like more excited about it. Now it
would have made me mad because I would have been like, no, they're not going to trade.
Oh, that would have pissed you off.
What did they end up doing?
They did exactly what they should have to a point.
I know they should have done more.
They should have done more.
They still have backlog.
Yes, they do.
You know, and
well,
log jams.
I don't think they actually do have much of a log jam. There's a really simple answer to the log jam, which is just Lars Nootbaar's your fourth outfielder.
Okay,
there's a solid to the log jam.
And then where you putting Gorman?
I'm playing him at third base. The rest of the
what
season.
if you want to see Weatherholt?
If you bring him up, that's that's the only other part I'll platoon is I'll platoon Gorman and Weatherholt. But I don't have that problem until September. So I get all of August to just give Gorman as much runway as possible at third base. I give Walker as much runway at right field or left field, whatever you want to do it. And then Burleson, Herrera, Contreras are all starting, and we have no log jams.
Yeah,
until September comes and they call up JJ, and then we have to figure things out. But you'll have an entire month, or you should have an entire month of just Nolan Gorman sinking or swimming both at the plate and as a third baseman defensively.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm the Cardinals, I don't know who my second baseman is at this moment.
No, I think there's a guy on the Cardinals who knows who your second baseman is.
I would like to think it's Donnie, but sometimes the lineup and matchups dictate going in another direction.
He hasn't.
So I don't know. I think his best position defensively is second base.
I think the last time he played left field was like July 2nd. So like they've been very consistent on Donnie playing there, and part of me wonders how much of him consistently playing one position is something like he's been pushing for, because that those kind of things matter in the arbitration discussions. Like the arbitrator will bring those things up to against you when it's usually a thing that should be a boon. And so that guy, he's trying to make his money, and I respect that. So I think there could be a push, maybe I'm not saying it's from him, but I'm like, I understand if there was somebody saying, we just got to keep playing him at second base. This is good for him.
I don't think it's him.
I don't think it's him either. I think he's too much of a team player.
I mean, I think it's them trying to get the most out of a player that they feel is a guy that can stay with them and give them a lot of return, especially for the money, right? So you want the best possible results from him. And I like Walker. They have kind of not played him every game here and there, but he is starting to hit better. 3 hits yesterday, although 2 of them were. One of them was a drop. If you lose a ball in the sun and it drops, you don't get an error for that. So you got to in the box score because they say you have to touch the ball, or at least right. If you just whiff and you lose in the sun, you're not getting an error. If it falls not near you, you don't get an error. So in the box score, Jordan had 3 big hits. And he's tired of talking about the adjustments and everything, but you still got to ask him about it.
Yeah, I get it.
Will Mason Winn get a gold glove this year?
I don't think this year, but he will. Again, he's and I know he booted a ball yesterday. He did get an error yesterday. To me, that's the one guy I sit back. I help him with his knee because I talked to him the other day again. He blew out his meniscus in high school. It's the same knee. He doesn't think it's that bad, but he's playing with pain. If you watch him closely and just focus, he'll like run out a ground ball, and you can see he stops and catches his breath. Give that guy a lot of credit because he's playing through some pain. And I think even though he boots the ball here and there defensively, I don't. He's comparable with the best in baseball, in my opinion. And we see that, in my opinion, he's just scratching the surface of what he can be offensively.
Ohtani is going to do something we have never seen before: avoid paying about $50 million in California state income tax by moving before deferral payments start. Yeah, he's got a good thing going. That guy, jeez Louise, is he one of your favorite current athletes going?
I like watching him. I don't know him personally. Never said hello to him.
Who are your 5 current athletes right now? Rocky out.
Ooh, like top 5, like
top 5 current athletes going right now.
Jeez. Across all sports?
Brunson.
I mean, it's got to be McDavid. It's got to be McDavid, Jokic. No, it's not going to be Brunson, sorry. I'm not a big Knicks guy, and honestly, Villanova doesn't do it to it. Doesn't really do it for me. Bridges, Towns, definitely not. I'm gonna go with
Brunson. He's going Brunson.
I'm not going with Brunson. McDavid, Jokic, Ohtani, and Mahomes. It's got me. Those got me.
You
the
would
four
rather
best
watch
players.
Jokic than Luka?
1,000%.
Why?
Because Jokic is my favorite player. I mean,
Don't get mad.
It's just. I mean, passing big men has always been my favorite, archetype in basketball. Bill Walton, Arvydas Sabonis, all those. I love watching passing big.
Why do you hate Bill Russell?
Bill Russell.
Why do you hate him? He's overrated.
Well, that's more transition, not as much half court kind of stuff, which is where Jokic and Walton and those guys and Unseld. Well, Jokic is the best outlet passer ever, but Unseld, I respect him. Sorry.
Seems racist.
Sorry, Earl. I apologize.
Now I think about it.
But Jokic is an absolute monster. He plays the game in just such a free flowing way, and just that kind of passing. He makes everybody better. He does everything. He's not a defensive monster, but he leads the league multiple times in tips and deflections, which means he's getting passing lanes. He's getting his hands involved. He's incredible. I love Nikola
Is he the
Jokic.
one with the two big brothers that look like they're
they used to tie
scariest human beings on?
They used to tie him to a tree and throw knives at him.
That's cool.
That's how you party. That's how you party as a 12-year-old
in
Eastern Europe. I'm not sure his dad. I think his dad was like a security agent or something like that. And his brothers both played basketball. One of them played professionally over in Europe. One of them became like a bouncer.
They look like
because
Putin's bodyguards.
they're all 7 feet tall.
Holy cow, they're scary.
Yeah, they've had to be moved to different sections before because when Nikola's having really good games, people can't differentiate them being happy and angry, and so they get scared because they start getting really animated. So the Nuggets will have to move them to a different area because they start scaring fans. Because just these
scariest looking dudes I've ever seen.
7 foot tatted up Serbian dudes.
But
just
let's
going
be
ham.
honest. So
I love it.
They've also. It's not just them cheering for their brother. There's a little back and forth. That's why they scare people.
Oh well, that hadn't happened until the Markieff Morris situation, or Marcus Morris. I think it was Markieff. One of the Morris twins playing for the Heat, hit Jokic in a way that he deemed a little cheap. It was a little cheap.
It was cheap.
It was definitely cheap. But Jokic then decided to absolutely level Morris at half court with a shoulder. I mean, he threw his shoulder into him in the back too, which is also extremely dirty, and just leveled Morris. And his brothers immediately were about that action and were ready to fight anybody who wanted to say anything to them.
So there's turning around in the stands, chirping everybody.
Yeah.
And Jokic is so big and bad.
They threatened the Morris twins, who came back after them on Twitter. They literally created a Twitter account just to come over and be like, if you want to do this whole 1v1 twin fight, we'll be here anytime you guys want. It was insane.
And Jokic is such a bad man. There was really no pushback because he was cheap shotted. He got his, and everyone kind of let it go because no one wants to mess with that guy. And I'm a fan of his too. I love him so much. I was giving you a hard time, but I also like watching Luka play. I don't know how he does what he does. He's got, he's kind of got the same body as Pa has. Yeah. I don't know.
The Luka thing's insane to me when people. The fact that he wasn't the first overall pick in his draft is insane because people were like, well, I don't know if his game can transfer. God, he was playing against professionals who were all 25 years old as a 16-year-old, and he was dicing them up. And he 1 year almost went on a run to win Eurobasket MVP at 18 years old in a league in Spain, which is the second best league in the world at basketball. It is full of grown men, most of who played in the NBA for 5 or 6 years. And so people thinking he wasn't going to be able to transfer, I'm like, he's a 6'7" point guard. We've seen this before. He's got a shot. He's got a handle. You guys are crazy. And he's been even more than I could have expected. He's unbelievable.
I can see the quiet. First of all, can he play defense? Well, no one does in the NBA for the most part until the postseason. Then it locks in. Also, I mean, the number one commodity, I think, when they look at potential guys for the NBA is how do they get up and down the floor? And he's not fleet of foot by any stretch, but he's such an insanely gifted player with vision. And I don't know how he hits some of the shots he hits. He's fun.
What's that next?
And then there's Brunson.
You don't like Brunson?
Cricket.
Unbelievable.
What's that next big contract going to look like in the NBA?
We're talking about guys getting 60, 70 million a year.
70 million.
The scariest thing about the NBA, you will see a guy who's like who's a 6th, 7th man on a team, 10 points, 7 rebounds,
30 million a year.
30
and
million.
they're getting 30 million a year. How is that sustainable?
There are guys who are the 4th option off the bench, 9th guy on the roster who are making Connor McDavid money.
Oh man.
The worst contract I ever saw by the Knicks
I didn't bring up
was a fellow by the name of Jerome James.
Yep, that's bad.
I forget who he was playing for, but he had a postseason where, and this guy, I think he was out of the MEAC conference he was like 7'2", had dropped some weight so he'd get up and down the floor. And why I was thinking Seattle. Anyway, so he had one playoff series where he looked like he could do some things. And the Knicks handed him a big contract. And he played in 3 games and never heard from him again.
The Knicks were, I don't know if there's a hockey equivalent off the top of your head that you can remember, but the Knicks had the worst case of signing guys who would just go on a hot streak for like a week or two, and they'd be like, well, we obviously can unlock that guy's talent.
Who would be that guy? Well,
there's a team or an ownership group that has consistently been we can always redo this.
The Rangers used to do that with Pablo Burry and freaking Yager and Eric Lindros. They all played in that early 2000s era.
Didn't you guys give Eddie Curry a big deal too?
Yes.
Oh my God. That's the one that I'm like, what are we the Eddie Curry one's insane.
Because to me, he looked at least the part.
He did. He's 16,
and he did it for more than one series.
16-5 his last year in Chicago. He was 23 years old when you guys signed him.
Right.
But,
That's why
my God.
he's young. Jerome James
he was terrible.
Did nothing except in one playoff series.
You guys signed Eddie Curry to a 5-year deal that paid him over $40 million, and this was back in the early 2000s. That's a lot of damn money for only 15-6. It's not enough. It's not as bad as I thought it was, but that's still not great. Good Lord, the Knicks are bad. Gene Glass says I successfully hijacked the show to talk about NBA. I did not bring up the NBA.
I like the NBA.
You brought up who my 4 or 5 favorite players, and I will then always get to Jokic. That part's my fault.
He's interesting, man.
I love that guy.
That guy's interesting. MLB, let's see who chimed in. 3 and 4 said that not favorite athletes, not performance based. MLB, Illa De La Cruz, NBA Joker, NHL Matthews, NFL Jameis Winston. Free pick Jeremiah Love.
Oh, if we're going
Jameis Winston, interesting.
I mean, my favorite player in the NFL is a player no one listening has ever heard of. It's Levante David. And
why?
That's why? Completely answering with crickets. I was obsessed with him coming out of the draft. I was begging the Rams to draft him. And much like Jokic, he's like my favorite archetype in football, which is sideline to sideline coverage linebacker. Derek Brooks was always my favorite player growing up. And Levante David got drafted by the Buccaneers, wears 54 instead of 55, and has carved out a borderline Hall of Fame career. He's fantastic. I love Levante David.
Minus Mahomes, because I love watching that guy play.
God, he's good.
We're probably watching the best quarterback ever.
Could be. Could be.
It's insane. I hate it so much.
I know.
I don't know how. And there's another guy who you look at his body and you're like, wait a minute, isn't there a better athlete over here somewhere?
Yeah, no doubt.
But he has this ability to know when the pressure's coming, when to leave the pocket, when to not extend himself so he gets a huge hit. Yeah, and he can throw from any position.
It's unbelievable.
He's fun to watch.
And he's cool, too. I like him.
You bringing that up reminded me. Sometimes, not sometimes, it's just a fact. Like, the media here's, we're soft. But we never have to dig for a segment of calling the guy who's already won 3 Super Bowls fat and telling him he needs to get in the gym. We never have to dig to that level in this city. And so we might be soft, but we also don't have to do that stupid crap. And that makes me kind of happy because the fact that there's people in Kansas City who actually turn on microphones and then bitch about the Chiefs is insane. People in Kansas City.
They bitch about
give me a name.
I can't remember his name right now. It's some host over there who literally called, who got Pat Mahomes' attention by calling him out for saying like you got a pot belly. You need to get in the gym and work out and stop hanging out at all these teams.
It wasn't the guy who used to be here.
It was not Fesco. No, but he screams about dumb stuff anyway.
Fesco's the guy that they hired and fired me because I wasn't big league.
I could have gone pumpkin picking.
Fesco?
Yeah, Bob Fesco. A nice guy. Not his fault, but he lasted.
If you have a FUPA, you should not be allowed to run for any office.
Were we thinking of Jared Nadler or Chris Christie on that one?
Don't give me booze. I need wine.
I believe that's the same thing. I believe that's.
Don't even name any more boats. TIT.
Don't.
Boy, you and your.
Why'd you read that? I don't know, Charlie. I don't know.
It's a good question.
You and your cocaine and booze.
God, he needs to die and die soon. Who was I talking about there?
I have no idea. But
oh, man.
I imagine it was something really innocuous that didn't need that reaction. I'm sure it wasn't actually something serious like Zane Maxwell, and you're saying that about her. It's like it's something like some guy runs by your house every day in short shorts, and you're like, I need him to stop doing that. Like it's something probably like
my
that.
Neighbor?
Yeah. We're being honest. That's usually what you complain about.
Let's see. Get them in, by the way, 314-590-3770. You could text into the show. You could chime in on YouTube at Lou Info on YouTube as well. Like and subscribe. We got Jimmy's trivia coming up. In
quick note.
What up?
All right. Today is, I think today might be the official start of the golden age for America because the tariffs kicked in. I think the tariffs are a legitimate discussion. I'm not believing everything I'm hearing about.
Of course not.
Either side.
Yeah.
But the markets will be the final judge in that. And the market is up right now, 236 points, which the tariffs kick in today.
They kick in, baby.
So I thought, look, the markets decide a lot, what works, what doesn't. And it's not the only economic indicator. But I thought maybe they would tank today if those things kick in.
Oh,
that's
see.
A nonpartisan.
You're right,
Rock. That was a nonpartisan take.
You're right.
No, I hope they don't. Yeah, I hope they don't. I hope they go well.
Of course.
Wait a minute. You're not supposed to hope the country does well.
I know. I'm sorry.
What kind of Democrat are you? but when there's a Democrat in office and the Republicans, they also hope things tank, which is really sad.
So bad. It's so bad.
I've never.
What would you say, Rocky? We're good. We're back. Let's go. Get them in. Your chance to win OAR tickets. Coming up next, 1 through 15, how many points is Jimmy the Cat Hayes going to get on this trivia? We will be back. This is Take Central 2.0.
In your city with Kelly and Gordon. It's the hottest happy hour in STL radio. A high-energy, high-impact weekday radio show blending relationship values, celebrity buzz, community love, and sharp business insight. This is where storytelling meets strategy. This is the city, bringing the energy, stories, and voices of STL to life. In your city with Kelly and Gordon. Weekday afternoons at 4, only on the Winn Information Station.
Rounded third, diving play by Arenado. Brings up the out. Unbelievable.
Get ready for the ultimate showdown. The New York Yankees come to Busch Stadium the weekend of August 15th through the 17th, and they're bringing the star power. See sluggers like Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton take on your Cardinals in one of the biggest series of the season. Finish off your summer in style with the Cardinals and Yankees. Great seats still available. Get yours now at Cardinals.com.
This is Nolan Arenado, St. Louis Cardinals for Lula.
Summer in St. Louis means one thing: Cardinals baseball.
It's more than a game, it's an STL tradition. The crack of the bat, the roar of the crowd, the boom of the fireworks. It's the soundtrack to summer for Cardinals Nation. So grab your cap and glove and take your spot in the stands, because in St. Louis, baseball is more than a melody, it's our favorite song.
LouInfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen. 222-2222.
This is your LouInfo.com news update. A 67-year-old Uber driver was the victim of an armed carjacking late Tuesday night in North St. Louis that led to a high-speed police chase across several counties. 4 teenage suspects were arrested after the carjacking in the 4400 block of Kennerly Avenue. One St. Louis police officer was injured. The Uber driver was not hurt. The St. Louis School District is rolling out new high-tech school buses this fall. Students will check in with an app. A fleet of 243 buses will feature air conditioning and advanced safety technology, including driver and student cameras. Bus drivers are still needed if you'd like to apply. Six Flags president and CEO Richard Zimmerman will exit the company by the end of the year. That confirmation comes as the Six Flags St. Louis theme park parent company reported a $100 million net loss for the second quarter of 2025, stemming from a net loss of $126 million tied to legacy Six Flags operations added in a merger. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com. I'm Jen Austin.
Now, LouInfo.com weather, presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports, anytime, anywhere.
Here's your LouInfo.com weather update. A slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm popping up later on today, but it will be sunny and pretty hot. Afternoon high in the low 90s. Overnight, a few clouds in mid-70s, and then high pressure will stay put on Friday. Mid-90s and sunny. Looks like we're in the low to mid-90s with sunshine all the way through the weekend. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at LouInfo.com.
Hey everyone, Cam Jansen here to tell you about the experts at Fast Signs in Earth City. Fast Signs can handle any and all of your business visibility needs, from traditional signs and graphics to digital to core graphics and anything in between. Fast Signs in Earth City has you covered. The station uses them, the Blues use them, and you will love the work they do. Call 314-344-4400 for your custom signage needs today. That's Fast Signs in Earth City, 314-344-4400.
Join your fellow St. Louis City SC fans at Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. All St. Louis area Hot Shots locations are proud to be a part of City on Tap, presented by Michelob Ultra, the official network bringing St. Louis City fans and ice cold beer together. Catch every exciting moment of the 2025 MLS season at Hot Shots. Since 1990, Hot Shots has championed St. Louis sports, and they're thrilled to keep the tradition alive for St. Louis City SC. Find the Hot Shots near you at hotshotsnet.com.
Is your brand stuck on the sidelines? Tired of feeling like your marketing budget is just warming the bench? Well, then it's time to get in the game with Eyesight Media. We don't just put your brand near the action, we put you in the action. Imagine this, your company front and center, showcased in NCAA and pro stadiums and arenas nationwide. If you're ready to elevate your brand to MVP status, don't miss this shot. Visit eyesightmediagroup.com today to apply for an in-arena partnership. That's eyesightmediagroup.com.
Back to more of Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Jansen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
These two men here, are they with you?
On the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Yeah, baby, 8:46 on a Thursday. Get them in, get them in. What is Jimmy going to score in this trivia, 1 through 15?
What are the topics? I don't even get to know.
Throw a number out. Throw a number out.
I mean, you'll know the topic. It's a singular topic. And if you see, if this is why you interact with the tweet when I sent it to you, Jim, because I gave you a clue of what the topic was going to be in the tweet. And in the tweet, I used 3 emojis, and the emojis were a boxing glove, a butterfly, and a bee.
Oh, so it's Ali.
Oh, you'd think it would be, and you would be correct, my friend. So
let's go.
In the inaugural game,
are we doing it now?
Yes, we're doing it right now. Get your guesses in. Get your guesses in.
What if I'm not ready?
Cam will be scared. Cam will be monitoring the text line. You
Let's
can
go.
Text us at 314-590-3770, or you can get your guess in right here on the chat. We already have a guess for a solid 10 out of the potential
And a
15 points. And a 9. What do you got? Well, yes, Jim, you have a question?
Can I do what Cam used to do? Is look at the text line after a question's asked and pick up some answers from it?
Can you?
No, you were the one that cheated and got caught.
Whoa,
wait.
You cheated before I cheated.
Oh, crap.
You would read the answers off the text
You had
line.
the thing right there, and we caught you.
Right.
We
and
caught
before you caught me.
I don't know about that.
Wait, you never got an.
I don't know about
answer
that.
Your question.
He's stalling.
I'm answering a question.
You got caught red-handed.
I'm asking you.
And you had to apologize.
Did you ever get an answer off the text line?
No, maybe.
Yes.
Maybe I did.
That's why.
Not last time.
I thought that
these
was
guys
the
didn't
rule.
know those answers.
So am I allowed to look at the text line like Cam did,
Cheater.
or Google like I did?
I would appreciate it if you didn't, if you had a little integrity. I work very hard on these questions.
He does.
And I don't want you to cheat. All
right, let's go.
That feels
No one's
a little
cheating.
dirty.
He's not cheating.
So
he's not cheating.
Going up on the screen right now, we have your trivia question.
Wow.
Isn't that cool? Get your guess in. Text 314-590-3770. This is your shot to win tickets to COAR. The Cat has 15 points up for grabs in today's game. And if you got to be the first to guess his correct score or closest to his correct score, and you will win. By the way, Jimmy, your games will fall under a different banner than Cam's. Cam gets countries, kings, and useless crap. You on the other question, much more important. You get questions, quotients, and other queries. That'll be your versions of questions.
Questions, quotients, and other
Let me just give you a little broadcast.
Go for it, buddy.
Okay. You said if you want to go COAR, right? Make sure go watch them or something because it's OAR.
Mm-hmm.
The C sounds like it's a letter, and now you.
I picked up on that too a little bit, but I wasn't going to correct you, Rock.
If you want to go watch
OAR live,
watch OAR,
There you go.
Right? Because C is a
COAR.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's a very good point. If you want to watch OAR,
come on, Jimmy.
You want to catch OAR?
On, let's go. Get
your guess in right
now. Are the questions going to be on the screen?
They are going to be on the screen for you. So,
Rocky, I'm going to look.
I'm going to give you.
So the question actually, this is your only question, Cat. This is your big question right now. This is the 15 points. Can the Cat name the 5 boxers that defeated Muhammad Ali? Much like Cam, you get 2 points per question. Hold on just a moment. You get 2 points per question, and there's a little bit of a bonus in there to get us up to the 15. So I'll be a little bit of I'll be, if I have to give you some clues on any of these, I'll take away a point so you won't get full points. But if you answer right out the gate without any clues, you'll get full points. So this has a little bit of a delay based on what's actually going to be seen by the broadcast. So I'll get this going. So
How many wrong ones do I get? Or
you can just. I just need you to try to get all 5.
Leon Spinks.
That is going to be one of them. I have
Good
these
job.
in order, so you're gonna knock off one of them right out the gate.
Larry Holmes.
I have them in order, so you've gotten 2 of the 5 right out of the gate.
Joe Frazier.
That's and thank you for getting the first one. Now I can actually click through our little. Actually, let's go to one. Wait, don't look at the screen. You're missing 2. Don't look at the screen just yet.
Okay.
Because I accidentally hit 1. So you're missing the second defeat and the last defeat of Muhammad Ali's career. But you ripped off the 3 big names really quickly.
I'm going to try
impressed.
Foreman.
I was
going to say that
Thriller Manila. He beat him.
No, sir.
Okay, so
now you can look at the screen. I got the so you've gotten the very first loss. You also have Spinks and Holmes, but I don't have those up there in order. I have the second one is there, and I don't want you to see that one. So you have Frazier in 71, you have Spinks in 78, you have Holmes in 80, and right out of the gate you have 9 points. Right out of the gate, all 3 of those questions without even blinking. I'm going to give you 9 of your 15 points right out of the gate. You're absolutely dominating here. So you're missing 2.
But now these are ones that I'll kill myself for not remembering.
Yeah, I know. I can give you the years and take away a point. I could give you the okay.
But here's the thing. I want to think about this. So you talk to Cam for a minute. Please look, phone down.
Cam,
thing is closed.
This is what I want from Cam because we're debuting the 2 different games. Cam got a very.
I'm going to throw Ken Norton out there. I think
Kenny Norton. Now that's where it is.
In 1973, he loses
Kenny
to
Norton.
Ken Norton for this the second time in his entire career. Great job, Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
There's one other.
You're missing the very last fight and loss of his career. And so, Cam,
what up?
Compare the difficulty level of your game compared to Jim's. How are you feeling about it? I know this was a point of contention in the previous iteration of his show.
I kind of know geography, believe it or not. So, I mean, some of those, I think I was just more intimidated at the beginning, and my brain stopped working when I forgot Wales. But that was pretty tough. That's pretty tough. If you know boxing, you would know a lot of these. I would say
things went off the rails after we got out of America and Europe.
Yeah, we went down. Myanmar. Yeah,
Tibet. You should have had Tibet.
I know.
Mongolia, Ceylon,
China.
Ceylon is like a one I love to hit people with because that's what it used to be called, and it's still just Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
So
got rocked in 2004 at Boxing Day.
So you're not feeling like I'm being too easy or too hard.
Wasn't
on one
Michael
of you or the other
Spinks,
ones?
was it?
It was not Michael Spinks, no sir.
I mean,
this last one, I should know. Who was around after Larry Holmes?
Dun 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 dun. You guys let us know. The text line, let us know which one's harder. Which trivia is harder, mine or Jimmy's?
And you know what? I respect the challenge. They either haven't Googled it, they don't know, or they just have. They're respecting the fact that they're not putting it in the chat.
No, right?
Nope.
Lennox Lewis.
No.
Is it a popular boxer?
It is. He had a very good record, and it was kind of an unfair fight. He actually had a really good record. This guy finished his total. This guy finished his record at 49-11-1.
Okay.
Very solid fighter. Had
wasn't Buster Douglas.
33 wins by KO of those 49 wins. No, sir. No Buster Douglas.
I was going to say Buster
Razor
Douglas.
No, sir.
So he knocked out Tyson and Muhammad Ali.
Rooster from Birmingham says Cam's was way harder. I don't know. History and geography, I thought it was fun. Although
I love it.
I did hit Cam with Abyssinia at the very end of it.
I have no idea what that even is. If you would have said Ali's last loss was to Abyssinia, I would have said okay.
It was.
I wrote that joke last night.
Yeah,
right?
you did.
I wrote that joke last night. Yeah,
on the plane, a 5-hour flight home.
All right, I'm going to give in.
You have 12 points right now. You're going to give in. Okay, the final fighter that he lost to just a little over a year after his loss to Larry Holmes, Trevor Burbick in 1981.
Who's no longer with us.
Yes, you're correct.
Tyson bagged him up so bad.
Jimmy, you have 12.
That was good. You did good, dude.
You have 12 points.
I should have got him.
Jimmy, you have 12 points. To get a 13th point, and I'm not sure if this will change your winner, but I'm going to give you a 13th point. I have an asterisk on the name of Larry Holmes. What is different, and why is there an asterisk on Larry Holmes' names compared to the other 5? If you can suss that out, we're giving you a bonus point. You get 13 out of 15.
Holmes wasn't champ at the time, or
I'll give you 2 more guesses. That's not correct. That's a really good man. I really should have checked who had the titles and who didn't. That's a really good question.
Holmes had also lost.
No,
to
sir.
Him and beat him.
No, sir. Final guess here for the bonus point.
Larry Holmes had never been to Absentia.
No, sorry. JNTX gets it on the chat. Larry Holmes is the only fight that was not by a decision. It's the only time he actually got knocked out in a fight. The other 4 fights were all by decisions. Burbick and Joe Frazier were unanimous decisions. Spinks and Norton were split decisions. Larry Holmes, the only knockout of Muhammad Ali's entire career in a loss.
It was embarrassing.
Yeah,
like
it was bad.
You could see Holmes was like, "Stop this." Holmes was beating up on an old
Apparently,
guy.
there was also the things I read. There was also like that with Burbick, because Burbick was in his prime and was an absolute dog, and he was just apparently at one point they were like, he looks like he wants to stop the fight because he feels bad at this point.
Watch him and Tyson though. Who is a white guy, pale, bald guy that went toe to toe?
That's the famous one. That's like the first. Those are the only pictures of his in color. Like the first pictures of his.
They called him. I guess they got the Rocky story from him.
Morrison. He wasn't the guy
that played.
Chuck Wepner. Chuck Wepner says it was his story, and he tried to.
Did he say? Yeah. Okay.
He tried to sue Stallone.
Yeah.
So if you're talking about Wepner versus Ali, Ali carved him up. Wepner stepped on his foot, which is an old trick, knocked Ali down, and tried to say he knocked Ali down. But Wepner's a great story. There's a real movie made about his life, which is pretty good.
Interesting.
I mean, they call him the Bayonne Bleeder. That's every fight he would just get cut up.
All right, Cam.
I should get a point for the Chuck Wepner trick.
Cam, we finished with 12 points for the Cat, and I got Rooster from Birmingham just before Kyle on the chat. Did anyone come in with 12 on the text line earlier?
9. You got 8. You got 9 again. Let's see. I don't think anybody. Let's see. Johnny got 13.
Nope.
I have Cat at 11.
He didn't get. Nope.
12.
Okay. Wait, are you on the text line?
Yeah.
Okay. No. Okay. So on the text line, somebody guessed 12.
Yeah. Somebody guessed 12.
Who was it?
Kyle Cusack, baby.
Okay. What time?
No, Rooster did before.
Yeah,
Rooster did.
So you're on the YouTube chat.
Yeah. So no one
12 in the chat line or in the text line. Okay. I'm sorry, Kyle. You said it first, but I'm looking at the chats right now, and Rooster's right above you with 12. And so I feel like Rooster from Birmingham is pretty factual.
Yep.
Rooster from Birmingham.
Way to go.
You get a pair of tickets.
Son of a gun.
Why is he winning those pair of tickets, Cam?
Because of Stiefel Charity Classic coming up here. It's presented by Compliance Solutions, back in the loose September 4th through the 7th. And music sensation OAR is now headlining a community concert on Friday right after the play. And, of course, Rooster's going to be headed to that, and that's sponsored by Stiefel, StiefelCharityClassic.com. Check that out for more details.
Let's hear Baracchio.
No. I told you. It's fantastic.
Nice. Oh, appreciate that.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much, sir.
That's work.
I appreciate that.
Like back in the day, we'd have trivia, which meant Seth would come in 30 seconds early and just write down some questions.
Or Cole.
Yeah. And then sometimes they weren't sure if their answers were correct. Remember that?
I know. Yeah, you're right.
We got to get to break. Rooster, do me a favor. Text the text line 590-370 with your first name, last name, and email address. We'll get you those tickets.
All right, we're going to go to break. We'll be back. Hot Take Central 2.0.
Let's talk about your health insurance. There are a lot of reasons why people need affordable health insurance. But here's the bottom line. You know you need affordable health insurance. For you, a spouse, a family member, whatever. I'm going to give you a free hotline to call to find affordable health insurance that can cover all your health insurance needs in case you get sick or have an emergency. Plus, cover vision, dental, and more. And there are no long-term commitments. You can keep your plan as long as it's affordable. And for the price of a cup of coffee. We're not talking about one of those fancy coffees. For the price of a regular cup of coffee a day, you can have quality, affordable health insurance. Call the health insurance hotline for a free quote.
800-373-8414. 800-373-8414. 800-373-8414. That's 800-373-8414. All aboard!
There's a new
travel, and it's one of the oldest forms of transportation. Travel by train. Yes, consider traveling around the United States on Amtrak. Traveling by train is a lot less of a headache than taking a plane, and you'd be surprised how many places you can go on an Amtrak, and there's no passports or IDs needed. Find out how to get where you're going as soon as tomorrow by train. Call the Amtrak Travel Hotline right now. We'll book your trip and email your tickets within minutes. Skip the drive to the airport and skip the lines. Call right now to book your Amtrak reservations. We service most of the United States.
All aboard!
Do something new. Travel by Amtrak today.
800-428-9517. 800-428-9517. 800-428-9517. That's 800-428-9517.
The Lou Information Station, 590 AM KLIS, Wood River, St. Louis.
They shot down the conspiracy theory.
We're not going to do that. We're not going to do the 8%.
But there are still concerns a proposed belt tightening will not be enough. Judge Kelly said nearly $1.5 million worth of road and bridge projects have been placed on hold. The Texas Women's Privacy Act is given a thumbs up in the state Senate. Backers say the goal is to keep biological males out of restrooms, locker rooms, and battered women's shelters.
Women are expected to surrender their safety to accommodate men pretending to be women.
The author, State Senator Mays Middleton, called it a common sense piece of legislation. But with a quorum break in the state house due to the redistricting issue, it's likely stalled for now. From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
Business owners, are you paying high phone bills for old school systems and lousy service? StrongTel cuts your phone bills in half and turns every phone you own into a feature-rich business system. Sean Roddy, CEO of Hennings Brothers Drilling, had this to say. We've been a StrongTel customer for over 10 years. It's great. It even includes an intercom with video to our equipment yard. I can watch live from anywhere with my smartphone. I'd recommend StrongTel to anyone. Never miss a customer call again with your StrongTel business system. StrongTel is a proud iTex partner and always welcomes your iTex dollars. You'll get award-winning StrongTel service, a business-class phone system, and cut your phone bill in half. So visit strongtel.com right now. That's StrongTel, StrongTel.com. StrongTel.
News reports on the Lou Information Station are presented by Brown and Crouppen. Brown and Crouppen, 222-2222. 222-2222.
Who needs a vacation? Are you ready for an unforgettable getaway? Start packing your bags because Branson, Missouri, the vacation and entertainment capital of the U.S., is calling your name. For just $99 per person, here's what you get. A full 3-day, 2-night stay in a luxury resort hotel. A delicious full breakfast buffet every morning you're here. And when you call right now, free show tickets worth up to $100. That's right, free show tickets to an award-winning show on us. You don't have to leave the country for an amazing vacation. You can drive or fly to Branson and have an incredible time. Whether you bring in the whole family or just planning a romantic escape, this trip is built for you. We guarantee you'll love Branson. This is not a timeshare. It's just an unbeatable vacation deal for only $99 per person. You book now, you can use your tickets anytime this year. You don't even need to know your travel dates to lock in the special price. Hurry, because this offer won't last long. Call our Branson vacation experts today.
800-497-7198. 800-497-7198. 800-497-7198. That's 800-497-7198.
Hey, listen to me. I'm one of the credit cards in your wallet. I'm about to explode and pop like a balloon. You're using me and my brothers way too much. Your credit cards aren't the only ones annoyed. It's your paycheck that doesn't have enough to pay everything. Save your credit cards, your paycheck, and yourself a lot of PAIN. Pain. Call the debt helpline now, not tomorrow, right now. Our experts will
will show you how you can cut your interest rates and your payments on your credit cards in half. Credit card companies have special assistance programs designed to help you. Make this 100% free call right now and learn how you could get out of credit card debt. Here's the number.
800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. That's 800-406-6569. Paid for by Zero Debt.
The Lou Information Station presents Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Jensen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
Let's go. Whoa. 9:05.
I got to apologize.
Thursday.
I should know Trevor Burbick. I mean, that's my bad.
Trevor Burbick. God, that fight with Tyson. Oh. Look at that. Look that mug up on YouTube.
Was that right in a good pocket for difficulty and interest, Jim?
Yeah, I like that.
All
That
right,
was
cool.
really well
All right.
done. That's fun to me.
I got to find because I'm gonna run out of boxing trivia pretty fast, so I got to find some other
ABA.
Some other fun. Okay, let's do that. I like that.
It's off the beaten
I like
path.
that. By the way,
wait, wasn't Burbick the guy that Tommy Morrison was destroying, and then Burbick turned
Catches
the
him?
table and had one of the most brutal knockouts you've ever seen?
I don't know, but I'm going to look that up.
It came up pretty easy on the when I Googled it. I feel like it is he knocked Trevor Burbick out with a left hook, become the youngest heavyweight champion in '86. So Tommy Morrison knocked out
Ray Mercer was the guy. Mercer that beat the stuffing out of Tommy Morrison.
Who's that English fella, that boxer? What's his name? Current guy. I think he was a champion. What's his name? English guy.
Heavyweight?
Yeah. Is he fighting Jake Paul? Is that kind of going down?
Tyson Fury?
No.
Lennox Lewis?
No.
Lennox Lewis.
No,
he's old.
No, it's handsome. He's a younger guy. Got knocked out.
David Adelale?
Nope.
Fabio Wardley?
Nope.
Joe Joyce?
No.
I'm literally just bringing up.
You'll know when
British heavyweight champions. Those
he might not be a heavyweight champ.
Okay, Sam Sexton, Huey Fury, Daniel Dubois, Sam Sexton. I'm out.
Yeah, damn.
Frank Bruno was the guy that was chiseled, right? And he was going to be the guy that said, "I'm not afraid of him, of Tyson. I'm going to stand toe to toe."
Joseph
and got destroyed.
Joseph Parker. He's Australian. Sorry, I'm looking at the current heavyweight rankings. Anthony Joshua. Sorry.
My bad. That's my bad. He's a big boy.
He was a champ years ago, apparently.
He's been knocked out. Beaten by a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
lately.
because he was a champion. Like,
but he's got him by like
5
3
years ago?
inches. And
But here's the thing.
I don't know.
28-4.
I think Jake Paul. Like, I've watched some of his fights, and I think he's gotten a lot better. But he still hasn't fought like a real fighter. And here's the thing: if you're the promoter and cutting the check to your opponent, it's probably not the most above board sporting event you could watch.
So Joshua is WBC number 2 right now.
Fabio, doesn't he have 4 losses or something?
28-4 with 25 KOs. Fabio Wardley is the WBA interim title right now. He's also English. He's 19-0-1 with 18 TKOs.
God. How do we not even hear about it?
I will say because it's boxing nowadays. I will say the chat and our listeners are just the best. Bruce from Birmingham's in Birmingham, so he can't go. So he's saying Kyle Cusack, who also gets 12 right after, is grabbing the tickets as well. And yes, of course, it's allowed. I love it when our listeners are awesome.
Good teammate,
Kyle,
we love you.
All you need to do is right there on because you're in the YouTube chat, so I'll tell you right there on the screen, you can see the text line 314-590-3770. So to get your tickets, Kyle, courtesy of Stiefel the Charity Classic, I'm just going to need you to text us to that. Again, that 590 number. Text us your first name, last name, and an email address, and we'll get you those tickets.
Yeah, baby. OAR.
Love. I'm so happy.
Oh, that's
I'm so
great.
excited.
Who's the UFC guy we had in studio? The Protege? Was that his nickname?
The kid from right over there.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well, I think. My kid looked him up.
Why? Evan Elder.
Yeah.
Evan Elder. Is he doing well?
I think he's doing pretty well.
Because he had a couple decisions where he lost 2 in a row. He was on a 3-fight contract. You lose and Unless you're
The phenom.
unbelievably entertaining, like you're going to drop quick and you're just going to be lost in the shuffle. So if he did come back, I thought he fought in a couple other little things too in a different league or whatever you want to call it.
He lost back-to-back in 2022, 2023, but he's now has 3 straight wins in 23, 24,
All right.
25.
Good boy. He's a good boy.
Unanimous decision against Gennaro Valdez, submission against Darius Flowers, and another unanimous decision against Gage Young on April 26, 2025, back on UFC Fight Night, Gary and Paredes.
Okay, so he's back in the mix. Evan Elder from out
You
yonder.
should get that guy back on.
Yeah. He's probably, well, if he just fought in April, he's probably down training now. I mean, he's probably going to have to fight coming up here. You don't get to take years off when you're in that,
No.
you know.
Well, it looks like he's fighting once a year, though.
You know who's
And I guess
legit now?
Those are his big fights.
My
so.
favorite UFC fighter, Patty the Batty.
It's great.
Patty the Batty.
And you know
he puts
what?
on 50 pounds.
He bulks up like nobody's business.
His face is this big. And then
So they just had
He's
Fight
awesome.
Night on TV. We watched some of that.
Yeah.
And he's in the stands.
Oh,
and they shot him. They got a shot of him. My kid goes, "You know who that is?" I go, "No." He goes, "That's Patty the Batty." I go, "He bulks up like I do."
Because he eats. He's got a podcast. It's really interesting. He loves food, but then he has to starve himself. It's so
It's a
horrible.
bad recipe as you get older. You could do that
So-
when you're young.
Do you see what they have to go through when you have to cut that weight?
Yeah.
It's like you're literally dying.
Yes.
You're dying. It's horrible.
And it takes a toll on your body.
You're just like sitting there. You have to wrap yourself in this, and it's literally torture. It's torture. And then you go out there and you have they go up there and they're like this, and their cheekbones are sticking out. It's god awful. And then they got about a couple days, I think, and they put that water weight back on and they look normal again. But that's a tough sport, man. That's the toughest thing going. Like it is. Like it'd be cool to be a heavyweight champ.
Do you watch UFC, Rock?
Not really.
Do you watch boxing?
Not really. I'm
Pacifist?
I'm not the blood sport
Pacifist?
guy. Yeah, I'm a pacifist, I guess.
You're not. You don't. Well, you do like contact sports.
I wish I was a boxer only because I really like the word pugilism.
It's nice to know how to throw a punch.
We don't use the word pugilism enough,
You know,
Jim.
it's
Pugilist.
nice.
I like that term for boxers. It's fun.
I like the squared circle.
Yeah, squared circle is also great.
I think boxing is different than UFC because the
Blood
truth
sport,
about
baby.
UFC is Dana White hates submission guys. He does. He loves the strikers.
Boy, yeah.
And what is striking? There's kicking, but mostly punching.
Yeah.
Right? So it's boxing. So boxing is still something that people will watch if they didn't mess it up. You need more American champions, and you need to be able to watch it on TV. Some of these bouts where, like, I don't even know who's fighting, and it's $90.
Yeah, I know.
Put some.
It's got to be.
Wait for the Olympics, then take some of the kids that win in the Olympics that you think are marketable, sign them to a TV deal, and let them have fights on Saturday afternoon on ABC, like they used to do. And then you build up a following, and then eventually with the pay-per-view, you can make your money.
People are buying it. You know who my favorite fighter ever was?
Who?
Fedor. You ever watch his
Yeah.
highlights?
Scary Russian.
Never came over, never showed any emotion. He'd leg kick you, knock guys out with his punches, leg, and then he was so good on the ground too. He'd get you an armbar real quick. Like he had everything. Never smiled, never showed emotion, always classy. There was a funny video of him because he did a lot in Japan. He's walking down the street in Japan, and people are coming up to him, and they're so respectful. Like if it was the U.S., like people are just annoying. They were so respectful, just shaking his hand. It's like they're like he's a god, and he was, man. Like he's one of my favorite.
But he
fighters.
never went UFC.
No, never.
Is that
did.
because I heard, and again I read, or maybe I saw it on Twitter. I don't really know. But isn't it true that they were concerned that he was controlled by the Russian mob and they didn't want to do business with the Russian mob?
That's what I read too. You never know. Be scary if you were. Who knows, man? But that guy was so damn entertaining. I liked his style. I like his look. He's not, he's got a bald head. He just goes up there. He's got a sloppy
He's not
body.
cut, yeah.
He's not cut
But
at
he
all.
also has killer eyes.
Watch Killer.
Killer
There it is.
Killer eyes.
Killer. Like he's looking through you.
Like,
you
that's the kind of guy like, oh, you fat guy. And then you see his eye and you're like, never mind. Yep.
Nope. Oh yeah. You could look at him like, yeah, I'm not messing with you.
I'm good on that.
Fedor. God, was he tough. Oh yeah. What's up, science? Cat.
Yeah.
Would it make sense to get Winn's knee taken care of and play Weatherholtz the rest of the season at short to give him major league at bat?
Well, it's not up to me. And Winn feels like the knee is fine. He's playing really good right now, right? So why not wait? And from what I read about Weatherholtz, I'm not going to lie, I haven't seen him playing a lot of games. I've seen clips. I know his numbers. He's having a monster short part of the season at AAA. But a lot of people think he's more of a second baseman. Now, if he's a second baseman because you don't love his arm at short, don't you need to have a big arm to play third base? I don't know. I don't know enough about him, except he's the real deal, it appears. And I would hope that we see him this season. I'd like to see what we got with that kid.
Let's see. Somebody just threw out, again, more Kachuk fame. I guess Walt and Brady.
So cool.
What's that called? Like a deluxe version of the game?
The deluxe edition of
Pretty
NHL.
cool.
I guess 26 is it now? Every year they pick a cover athlete. Matthew Kachuk's the cover athlete, and usually they'll do deluxe editions, and those will have special covers with different athletes or a souped up version, or they add something to it. And this one has Matthew Kachuk on it with Brady Kachuk and Keith Kachuk in a Blues jersey as well. It looks so cool.
Did Matthew get some? What's it? Sports advisory role with Trump or something like that? Did he get on? Did you read that? Something? Let me see. I had it in my notes.
He's on like the Council of Presidential Fitness or something like that.
Yeah, with who? Somebody else too.
With the New York Giants former linebacker.
What's that mean?
They do things to promote health. So the president brought back this thing where they going to institute in American education this physical test to try to spur kids to be in better shape, because we do have an obesity problem. A lot of it's because of me and my obesity, but with kids, it's dangerous for kids. So they used to have a thing where you had to like be able to run a certain distance or climb, whatever it is. And now people are against it because we live in a society where you don't want to test people or embarrass kids or have them bullied.
There it is. Look at the screen right there. If you guys want to check it out.
Look at
badass.
Look at
I'm
Big
sorry.
I was like,
they get so much. I'm telling you, they get a lot of hate, man.
Brady's the one with the C.
Yeah.
Everybody
yeah, he is.
The other two got A's.
That's right. You know what I mean? Well, you're going to take it away from Barkov?
No.
Were you going to take it away from Pronger?
No.
Or McInnes?
No. Just saying, it's fun.
I know. Brady's certainly the captain.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
Good.
Lawrence Taylor, by the way, is the guy that might be crazy that's on that prison.
What do you think what RFK's doing? You read that with the EBT?
He's doing a lot of things. Yeah, I don't.
What is that?
Look, I don't want to take away if you are financially challenged, okay, and the people can fall into that for a lot of reasons. I'm not judging. Do I think you should have the right to buy a soda with your government SNAP card or food stamps? I do. But on the other hand, if it's government money and it's about nutrition, I don't think it's wrong to say, yeah, we're only going to pay for the nutritious things to make sure your kids get the nutrition and you're not spending the money on cheese doodles. Like everything else, I think there's probably a happy medium in there. But I understand what he's doing and why he's doing it. And no, with partisan politics, whatever side is doing something, the other side has to scream Nazi.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where we're the Nazi. Except I understand what he's doing. Why I think there's probably something in the middle where everyone can be happy.
I think it said like 17% of it went to sugary snacks and whatnot that they're buying.
And if you're trying to fight child obesity, then don't encourage it with government tax dollars. But by the same token, that doesn't mean every person that's on that is buying junk. So maybe they want to get Chips Ahoy for their kids. They should get Chips Ahoy for their kids. But by the same token, that doesn't mean you're getting bags of Chips Ahoy.
What do you think, Rock?
Yeah, I think there's a middle ground there where it should be focused on healthy alternatives. That's what you should be building your grocery bill around. But food deserts are a thing, and so certain stores don't have a lot of fresh produce and things like that. And at the same time, to Jim's point, yeah. I mean, if you make a kid a sandwich, give him some celery sticks. I think that it makes sense that you should also be able to pack the kid a couple of Oreos into the lunch. That's not like a ridiculous premise, and people. But I understand the overarching. It needs to be pointed towards health, but there are a lot of variables and factors you got to contribute when you look at that.
And to get rid of food deserts, I would suggest this: protect the people that want to invest in those communities. For example, prosecute shoplifters. Okay, because there's a thing called profit margin. And it's tight with some of those things.
Of course.
And that goes for the bodegas and there are now, because there's no consequences in certain states for shoplifting. So they can't stay in business. So if you want to get a Schnucks or some Acme, a big grocery store in an area that's underserved, then you help them protect their investment there. And I don't see a lot of that. So what happens is, their profit margin goes out the window because everyone else pays when there's shoplifting and crime. So help them. And maybe you can bring more. Maybe you don't need to have government run grocery stores, which a lot of them don't work. They've tried in other places. And you can have the private sector do that, but help them protect their investment in that community.
I agree with that. Rockio, here's a serious question for you.
Hit me, baby.
What's the WNBA going to do about the green dildo situation?
Are they all green?
It's the funniest damn thing in the world. I'm sorry. Am I immature? Damn right. It's the funniest thing in the world. Now you can't bring in your purse and bags and stuff like that. But these things are getting thrown all over the place. And the other day, Sophie got rocked, which I didn't like.
No, I don't like anyone throwing anything on a court.
No, you can hurt people, Cam.
I didn't say do it. I'm laughing because it's so
I don't think
funny.
it's funny.
I think it's hilarious.
And I'm not clutching my pearls on this. But like anything else, we're talking about the shoplifting. If you permit that and don't squash that and punish people, then they'll throw other stuff next.
It's starting to keep going.
Let's not have any of that.
What should they do to stop them? What do you think?
You know what you do? You find the person, because there's video everywhere. And you make sure that the prosecution is solid and public. Make sure that the prosecution of the person that did it is public, because the best way to curb bad behavior, it's like with kids, is to punish for bad behavior, right?
Because this is going to starting to become a trend.
And they're going to throw other stuff, and it's going to get out of hand. So don't do it. By the way,
man.
the what is it? The Fever. They were at the Cardinals hotel.
Oh, really?
But no one saw Caitlin there because she's on the IL.
I see her on courtside. I guess that's just for.
You can't be throwing stuff on courts. It's the
No doubt.
It's the most disgusting thing you can do as a fan, in my opinion.
Horrible.
Like even
I think it doesn't make sense.
Even like running on the field is less dangerous objectively than throwing stuff on the court. And also, listen here, makes us look like a bunch of damn Europeans.
Oh, what's this one for me?
Makes us look like a bunch of damn Europeans because they're the racist ones. They're the racist ones.
We're only the ones that are racist. What are you talking about?
This is jingoistic, not racist.
Come on.
They love throwing stuff at soccer players over in Europe. It's the dirtiest thing in the world. Makes me hate European soccer fans whenever I see it happen. Don't be like European soccer fans.
Are they the worst of the worst?
European soccer fans?
They're the scariest too, aren't they?
Some of them are, yeah. I mean,
I was intimidated when
the culture around hooliganism is insane.
Is that still going down where they're meeting up and bagging each other up before games?
Yes, it is. It's really bad now in certain leagues in South America where there are certain games and matchups where fans aren't allowed at all, or where the entire middle of the stands, no one sits there. Everyone sits in what is now declared as beer bottle throwing distance from each other. So no one sits in the middle of the stands because that's your beer bottle distance throwing from the supporter section.
Separate.
So everyone is literally just sitting on the two sides with no one in the middle. So yeah, it's a little rough.
But there's still stuff on the outside. They've done a better job
cut it down.
Curbing it in the stadium.
Yes. I feel like soccer had some hardcore.
Oh God, yeah.
Remember when they got a couple times that people got trampled? They didn't open the gate.
Well, there's the
and then the one collapsed.
I'm blanking on the name of the
all
disaster.
for a 1-0 game.
the disaster where a bunch of people got like crumpled and stuff at a stadium. Hooliganism, like a bunch of
that was scary.
England was in. There's a really famous instance where England fans, or I can't remember which club it was. I think we're in Turkey for a Champions League match, and I think somebody died, and then so that they canceled the match and they banned fans for a while.
Who's the one
that's rough over there?
Somewhere in maybe
Hillsborough disaster. Thank you, Pack Pugs.
Yeah, remember? Didn't somebody get killed too after he scored on his own net by the cartel?
That was that Colombia? I want to say the two Fernandez. There was a 30 for 30 about the two Fernandezes or two Fernandos.
For kind of a wimpy sport, the fans are tougher than the players. I feel and crazier. You know what I mean?
So, if you're an international soccer star, you're probably pretty tough.
Tough? Yeah. You're pretty rich.
I'm just look. There's flopping, but those guys are great athletes too. And if you want to be a fan, toughen up and get a man bun.
Two Escobars, that's it.
Get a man bun and throw the scarf on.
Yeah. I like scarves. You know how I wear scarves, so I can't really chirp them for that. I can't chirp the fans for
that. On
that.
July, it was the two Escobars, not two Fernandos. Two Escobars is the name of the 30 for 30. That was, and one of them was about Andres Escobar, who was a Colombian professional footballer who played as a center back, which is a defender. On July 2nd, 1994, Escobar was murdered in the aftermath of the 1994 World Cup, reportedly as retaliation for having scored an own goal, which contributed to Colombia's elimination from the tournament.
Dang.
People love the soccer.
So what if you're from Europe and you play over here and then you get traded to somewhere in Colombia?
You don't have to go.
Okay.
You every trade and transfer in soccer, you have to renegotiate your contract.
Okay.
So if you refuse to negotiate your contracts, no one can put you on a plane and send you there. You have to negotiate that contract.
Do those kind of countries have to pay a lot more to get those players just because it's a little rough, scary there?
I think it used to be that way. And I'm sure in some countries it might still be that way that are a little bit rougher. But I think in a lot of those countries, if you're a professional footballer,
you can take care of.
You're pretty.
So why do you hate Europeans again?
You're untouchable. They enjoy throwing things.
They don't like soap.
They enjoy throwing things at. That's only one country. They enjoy throwing things at the soccer players to taunt them and be angry at them. And they're also, European soccer fans are massively racist. Italian soccer fans, oh my God,
so we're not the only country.
They will have a somebody taking a corner kick and they will throw a banana at the player. It's disgusting. What
Big George LaRock went through that up in Canada.
It's ridiculous.
Which is the soccer club where they were Heil Hitlering in there? The real one. The real one, not the one that they say Republicans do.
There's a couple.
Are you kidding me?
There's a couple openly fascist fan groups.
Well, that's America.
One of them is Italy. There's a Lazio. Also love their Roman salutes. Lazio in Italy is an openly fascist. They have a fan group of the club, which is one of the largest supporter groups of the club, which is openly pro-fascist. I'm blanking on which German clubs it was. I know that Bayern Munich was hated by Hitler, which is Bayern Munich is the most dominant club in German football now, and Hitler hated them. But I don't remember which club in Germany is still pro Nazi. I have no idea. That's pretty illegal in Germany. I feel like they shut that down.
Yeah.
You get arrested for doing that in Germany now.
Big time.
Yeah,
yep.
They gone the other way. But hopefully that,
that's a good question.
because one or two fans or that doesn't mean the whole fan base. No doubt. I'm against labeling huge groups of people because it's never right, ever.
Which
team? The man buns. They like the man buns.
Let's see if I can. Trying to see if I can find a fascist German soccer supporting group.
A great many facilities won't even allow their employees there to stop the shoplifters. How are you going to prosecute them? ?
Well, you put cops there, and then the cops see the shoplifting, and then they arrest people.
God, I see some of those cops that are in those situations, and they're going against 5 guys.
My point is this: then create it. Listen, if they're underserved communities that need a grocery store, to the point where you're going to have the government do a grocery store. How about this? Put cops there, and then the cops first as a visual deterrent, but also someone shoplifts. They're basically stealing from their own community because they're trying to make sure that there's a legitimate market there, prosecute them, make it public about the prosecution, and then stop it so that others can enjoy a necessity of having a supermarket.
It's really just that simple.
It really is. It's a question of will.
And you got to pay the cops. You know, you got to pay these guys.
You got to hire them. You got to pay them.
Yeah. It ain't easy.
Think about it.
It ain't easy.
Think about it. There's cops that they will guard a Rodeo Drive store because the store pays them. Like there's certain duty that cops can sign up for where the city isn't paying for it, but the individual store is. I'm saying whatever the city is that cares about their communities, they will protect a store that will do good for the community.
Get it done.
Period. Like in San Francisco, a lot of the CVS's shut down. You know, I saw it firsthand what was going on there. Okay. So the people that need that CVS don't have one anymore. And guess what? It's not CVS's fault. How about enforcing laws? And whatever that, I don't know if they took that law off the books where you can steal up to $90 or whatever it is. I mean, that's insanity. That's asking for, and then who gets hurt by that? It ain't the rich people.
Who implemented that? Was that California?
It was in California. Yeah. So who gets hurt by that? The people in the underserved community.
No doubt. $900, up to $900.
Makes no sense to me.
Soda's completely unnecessary. Water. Soda is bad for you, man.
I get it. But people, we're in America, and granted, you're taking funds from the government, but you treat them as people. Let them have some decision making in their own process. Doesn't mean you get to fill your cart with, cheese doodles and Dr. Pepper, but people should be able to treat themselves.
A snack or two. Yeah.
There's got to be a happy medium.
Oh, let's see here. I'm not going to back down, Jimmy. Dana White is getting incredibly lazy when it comes to the UFC. I'm going to UFC 319 in Chicago next weekend, and it's such an incredibly weak pay-per-view card, and I paid $550 to sit in the upper bowl. Whoa. When I bought the ticket, the entire card wasn't even announced. Ask T if he thinks Dana is becoming a lazy, disconnected
I will ask him.
$550. And hey, by the way, it's not... You still got the cage. It's hard to really see these fights when you watch it live. Like it kind of is. Like boxing, you have your ropes, you can see right through it. The cage kind of...
Yeah, but they have cameras and it's on a big screen.
So you're watching a big screen then. So you're there watching a big screen.
Like at the Sphere in Vegas, like they'll put the fight on the roof, on the sea. I mean, it's unbelievable.
But my point is, like, you're there to watch it live and you're watching it, then what's the point of it's doing it?
I think you're feeling it. I think,
yeah,
like
in the crowd, I guess.
Like to me also, like I was talking, a friend of ours shoots like TV shows and movies and stuff. We had a friend of the family, and we were talking about movies, and to me, like I miss going to the movie theater. If it's a movie I'm really eager to see, I'd rather go to a movie theater. There's something about that shared experience, and you pay money. So you're focusing on everything. When you're home and you order a movie, you're on your phone rings, something, dogs barking. When you're at a theater and you go with your wife or some friends and you all pay, you are focused on that movie and nothing else, unless it's a theater where they bring you food, which is also pretty cool.
Or you're drinking beer and you got to go pee every 2 seconds.
I don't do that.
I know. Or you fall asleep watching Top Gun. Because the chair was so comfortable.
Top Gun, a little overrated.
I didn't like
Which
it.
one?
The
Both
newer one.
All of them.
Oh, wow.
Not 1986, baby. Don't you do that to me.
Come on.
That thing was, man. That was badass.
Come on.
Kelly McGillis? But god dang, dude. I was locked and loaded on that. Especially the intro was the coolest damn thing ever. With the song and it was so cool, man. I was obsessed with Top Gun. The new one, I'm like,
I kind of feel like Top Gun was a movie for women.
Have you ever seen the movie with?
Remember where they're playing?
You ever seen the movie where Tarantino is at the party and his character explains his theory about Top Gun?
No, what is it?
His theory about Top Gun is that it's the story of two men finally being able to tell each other how much they love each other. And it's a story about gay love is essentially what Tarantino says. And it's not Tarantino. He's playing a character in a movie at a party. And these two guys are just like having one of those conversations. And the actual scene is hilarious. He breaks down like the symbolism of them being fighter jet pilots. He breaks down obviously the volleyball scene being a very key part of that all.
So you're saying they're all gay?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying Quentin Tarantino wrote a funny monologue in a movie saying that as a joking theory about the movie, because if you just take the hard things that happen, you can make the joke about it, which is funny.
It is funny now that I think about it. No wonder I was locked and loaded. But also, I get it. It all makes sense now, Jimmy. They were waiting.
You saying locked and loaded is just so. Oh my god!
But I mean, the whole Kelly McGillis. It was kind of. There's a lot of it that is a kind of a chick flick kind of movie.
I love that
there's a lot of chick flicks.
All dudes, and they were drunk.
I think one of the big things also is that Tom Cruise doesn't hook up with her until she shows up looking more like a dude. Because she shows up in like pants and the leather jacket with her hair pulled up, and that's when Tom Cruise finally breaks down and hooks up with her.
How about him at the bar, walking into the women's bathroom and like harassing her?
Yeah, there's a bunch of different. There's a bunch of different stuff that Tarantino points out that, and like that actually pointing out that he doesn't hook up with her until after she shows up in a much more manly like dress is hilarious, right? I mean, that's why Tarantino's a genius.
He is a genius.
My wife loves Tom Cruise, and I'd be like, I'd fight him. He's old.
He stole like.
Hey,
I know he's cut.
Hey, you'd have,
but he's also
you'd have the reach.
5'6".
I was gonna say you'd have the reach.
Yeah, he's
like
5'6".
You'd be punching down on him.
After you watch some of these stunts he does, like you're like,
yeah, but do you know how litigious the church is? Litigious.
Have him just hit you once.
He's a Scientologist.
Yeah, you pop him once, and all of a sudden there's a car following you.
Is he still into that?
Still into it. He's the head. He's pretty much the head honcho.
I got questions about
he's
that.
The money back. You should. Thank you. Thank you, Cam.
Questions
Thank you,
about
Cam.
that.
Thank you, Cam.
So let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. When I was at Emerson College in Boston as a freshman, a buddy of mine, every corner had Scientology people wanting to do a free personality.
Is Emerson in New York?
Boston.
Oh, it's in Boston. Okay.
And they had a big, Scientology thing.
Can I ask?
Yeah.
Did Emerson have a very large theater program?
Theater, movies.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out why they were doing that. Why they were on the East Coast.
Emerson College. is a big
because
a lot of rich.
They've always targeted rich people, and actors have always been their big targets.
Yes. So anyway, but this is Boston, where it's a college town. They want to hit young people. They had a big headquarters, and they'd be on the corner around Kenmore Square doing these personality tests. So me and my buddy said, let's do one, but let's go separately so we can compare what they find. So we go in there separately, and we time it out looking at each other across the room that we get done, and we got our results back. And they told me that I have low self-esteem and that I could really use the courses that they offer with Scientology. My buddy, who was kind of just like me, and they give you like a computer readout with
of course they do, yeah.
And my buddy,
high-tech stuff.
They just he happened to also be low self-esteem, and the computer readout was identical.
Oh, wow.
So we're comparing this, and then the big boys come from the back and physically remove us. And we're like, how come ours are exactly the same? It seems like this might be made up. And big guys came from the back.
They're watching you the whole time.
And grabbed us.
Were they in sailor outfits?
No, they were all in black. Anyway, Scientology was invented, a gentleman's name.
L. Ron Hubbard.
L. Ron Hubbard, who was on the public record in a younger age saying the quickest way to become a multimillionaire is to invent your own religion. And he did.
And then he invented a religion.
And also, hold on. And then, so what they do is a lot of it's Dianetics, which is a best-selling book in self-improvement. That's how they get you. But the core of it is that King Zen lives on another planet and will come back to Earth and create non-believers. He will turn them into frozen stone. Like
Cool.
it's real. That's the crux of it. And there's like legitimate Hollywood celebrities that are still tied into it. And from what I understand, they don't necessarily get to the inner workings of the religion for their front people like Tom Cruise. They just give them the Dianetic stuff. I could be wrong.
So Rox, this is riling you up.
You
So
gotta watch.
You gotta watch.
You gotta watch.
No,
you gotta watch Leah Remini's documentary, man.
Okay.
It's unfreaking believable.
How do they get these people?
Dianetics, self-improvement, self-help.
That's how they
self-nurturing.
Yes.
That's how they get you in.
And then they get actors because there's a lot of powerful actors, and they say, "Hey, we can help you get jobs." And then if you leave, they'll blacklist you and you'll never work again. In Hollywood.
Pay?
Yes, you do. That's there. Yes, you have to pay to move up in levels. So every time you go and you do your audit with their whatever coffee cans on a string thing, whatever they do. Like I used to talk to your friends with, and to move up the next level after you like admit all the, and here's the thing. So like to like clear your, I don't know, is it like T cells or some BS like that, to like lower your T rating or raise your T rating, whatever these charlatans tell you to do. Frauds, charlatans, hucksters, con men. I don't know what word you want me to use exactly.
Use all those.
Anyhow, you raise your T score or whatever, and to do that you have to be honest about your sins. So then they blackmail you with the things you tell them. So you say, I cheated on my wife, I stole this money, I did this, and now they have blackmail on you. So
trivia.
So when you try to leave, they then threaten to blackmail you. And this is all from Leah Remini in her incredible documentary, because she was in. Leah Remini was 100% in, and then she got out. And it's the most disgusting thing you'll ever hear.
Wow. So they don't believe in Zen.
That's why I don't.
Zen.
That's why I don't watch Tom Cruise movies.
But you don't know about King Zen until you're like 50 levels in.
Yeah, and I mean the South Park episode is when they do the animation and just all along the bottom. This is 100% real. This is what Scientologists actually believe. Peak television.
That's South Park for you, man.
Freaking good.
They're on a roll right now. They just got paid $1.5 billion. And they're taking over. They're chirping Trump pretty good right now.
You know what's funny? Speaking of taking over,
I'm looking that up.
Do you remember Chris Rose?
I don't. No.
Baseball guy?
No.
You don't know Chris Rose was on MLB Network?
Yes.
The name sounds familiar.
He now works for John Boy.
Yeah.
You know Chris Rose. Yeah.
John Boy apparently is like a $50 million company. Here's a guy, kind of like reminds me of Charlie, like an entrepreneur.
Yep.
Who he and his buddy had jobs they didn't love. They loved baseball. And they went all in on creating a YouTube thing. And John Boy, the head guy, he also has something. I was telling Chris Rose, it's a gift. Like, he's just interesting to listen to and watch.
He breaks it down great.
And he's a natural.
Yep.
And like, you could go take classes and major in communications. And this guy just had it. I mean, busted his butt to get to where he is, but tip of the cap. And now like mainstream guys are now working for John Boy.
And he's still just like watched a game, clipped it off, stole their feed really, and just kind of, broadened it out a little bit so you could see their face a little better, and just kind of retold what they were saying.
Did some lip reading.
Little lip reading, man.
But had a sense of humor about it.
Yeah. And he was spot on. It looked like it was spot on.
Great.
It was,
And it's great. And now MLB is like a partner. And then meantime, there's other podcasts like Serving It Up with Lance Lynn.
Nice.
Matt Holliday, Kyle Gibson.
I didn't even see it coming.
We're recording a new one today. Among the topics we're going to be discussing is what do we know about Heim Bloom? Is it time for J.J. Weatherholt? I just wrote these out while I was doing the trivia thing. Who sets the playlist in the clubhouse? And also, what's it like being on a club where you kind of know you're not going anywhere? Your team was a seller. Like, what's it like in the clubhouse? That's what we're going to talk about. Serving It Up. It's available wherever you get your podcasts, and also on Jim the Cat Hayes YouTube channel. Numbers were growing. And then last week, kind of backslid a little bit. I blame Eli for that.
Eli Hoover only has a couple days left. Going back to college, baby. Jimmy, who wins in a street fight between Rosie O'Donnell and Whoopi Goldberg? And would you pay for that on pay-per-view? Pizza World. Ooh.
No, I wouldn't.
Who'd win? Right.
I'm going to go with Rosie. No,
I don't know. I'm
she's
gonna go
too soft.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Whoopi. The
Both
View's
of them
on
look like
hiatus, aren't they? The View?
I guess.
Doing.
And not really locked into their programming schedule. Sorry, Cam.
Well, I am, okay?
Why would you be?
Because
they're interested.
He leans conservative, and they are the most progressive, hateful toward conservatives.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, everyone's a Nazi. Everyone's a Nazi.
That's it. Okay. On that note, we will go to break. We will be back. This is Hot Take Central 2.0.
This hour of content on the Lou Information Station is brought to you by Grandpa Pigeons, Johnny Mac's Sporting Goods, and Becky's Carpet and Tile Superstore.
Hey, see that, kids? That's the St. Louis Arch, the gateway to the west.
The Lou Information Station, where we'll always call it Highway 40 or Highway 40 if you're a boomer.
The St. Louis expression?
Stream our content 24/7 at louinfo.com. The Lou Information Station. Station.
It's one of baseball's fiercest rivalries, the Cubs versus the Cardinals, and the action returns to Busch Stadium the weekend of August 8th through the 10th. Feel the heat, the history, and the excitement as these two legendary teams battle it out under the summer lights. 3 big games, 2 historic teams, 1 electric atmosphere you won't want to miss. Great seats remain. Secure yours today at Cardinals.com.
This is Wilson Contreras, St. Louis Cardinals for the Lou.
Summer in St. Louis means one thing: Cardinals baseball. It's more than a game, it's an STL tradition. The crack of the bat, the roar of the crowd, the boom of the fireworks. It's the soundtrack to summer for Cardinals Nation. So grab your cap and glove and take your spot in the stands, because in St. Louis, baseball is more than a melody, it's our favorite song.
LouInfo.com news headlines brought to you by Brown and Crouppen. GetBC.com.
This is your LouInfo.com news update. A 67-year-old Uber driver was the victim of an armed carjacking late Tuesday night in North St. Louis that led to a high-speed police chase across several counties. 4 teenage suspects were arrested after the carjacking in the 4400 block of Kennerly Avenue. 1 St. Louis police officer was injured. The Uber driver was not hurt. The St. Louis School District is rolling out new high-tech school buses this fall. Students will check in with an app. A fleet of 243 buses will feature air conditioning and advanced safety technology, including driver and student cameras. Bus drivers are still needed if you'd like to apply. Six Flags president and CEO Richard Zimmerman will exit the company by the end of the year. That confirmation comes as the Six Flags St. Louis theme park parent company reported a $100 million net loss for the second quarter of 2025, stemming from a net loss of $126 million tied to legacy Six Flags operations added in a merger. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com, I'm Jen Austin.
Now, LouInfo.com weather, presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports, anytime, anywhere.
Here's your LouInfo.com weather update. A slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm popping up later on today, but it will be sunny and pretty hot. Afternoon high in the low 90s. Overnight, a few clouds in mid-70s, and then high pressure will stay put on Friday. Mid-90s and sunny. Looks like we're in the low to mid-90s with sunshine all the way through the weekend. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at LouInfo.com.
Hey everyone, Cam Jansen here to tell you about the experts at Fast Signs in Earth City. Fast Signs can handle any and all of your business visibility needs, from traditional signs and graphics to digital to core graphics and anything in between. Fast Signs in Earth City has you covered. The station uses them, the Blues use them, and you will love the work they do. Call 314-344-4400 for your custom signage needs today. That's Fast Signs in Earth City. 314-344-4400.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision. It should not be based solely on advertisements.
Not sure how to get a lawyer after an accident? Call Brown and Crouppen. We'll walk you through it. Worried it'll cost too much? Here's a fact. At Brown and Crouppen, you pay nothing up front, and we never get paid unless you do. When you're our client, you'll have all your questions answered, all for free. Hurt? Get the facts and help you need. Call Brown and Crouppen now.
Is your brand stuck on the sidelines? Tired of feeling like your marketing budget is just warming the bench? Well, then it's time to get in the game with EyeSight Media. We don't just put your brand near the action, we put you in the action. Imagine this, your company front and center, showcased in NCAA and pro stadiums and arenas nationwide. If you're ready to elevate your brand MVP status, don't miss this shot. Visit eyesightmediagroup.com today to apply for an in-arena partnership. That's eyesightmediagroup.com.
Back to more of Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Jansen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes on the Lou Information Station. Streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Yeah, baby, let's go. 9:49 on a Thursday. Hot Take Central 2.0. Cam Jansen, Jimmy the Cat Hayes, Eli Hoover. His last 2 days here. We're going to miss you, Eli. Wave to the camera and say hey. Last 2 days right there. If you guys want to chime in, 314-590-3770. Jim, I've spoken to many store owners in Arnold area about shoplifting, and they all told me that unless there are police in front of their store and the police see the folks shoplifting, the police can stop them. But they are not allowed. Member of the store is allowed to stop a shoplifter because they fear they might have guns and they fear they might shoot them. Your plan is great, but not effective.
Well, actually,
why not put police in the store?
Yeah.
Why not have the municipalities? And again, I'm not talking about every store. I'm talking about underserved communities that they will call a food desert because the Acme moved out because they couldn't make money there because their profit margin was shut down by people stealing or nonsense going on in the store. How about this? The municipality says we need to protect that store for the community and put cops in there, in the store.
Yeah, because it's not fair for the people working there either. That they have to try to stop these guys that could have guns.
I'm not saying that
it's tough.
That
also,
your shelf stocker should suddenly be Rambo. I'm not saying.
Yeah.
And also, I know Walmart pushes this pretty hard on their employees. Legally, they have no right to stop them. They have no power over them. So they can't do anything about it. If they go after them and even if they get to them.
What are you doing at Casey's if that goes down and you see it? Are you just like,
have a good day?
Have a good day. Right. Enjoy that Pop-Tart.
I get paid $15 an hour.
I ain't doing it. I don't blame you.
But I don't want to lose sight to what I'm saying. I'm talking about the places where they call them food deserts, where the businesses have left town. Okay? I don't believe in government-run stores. I believe in municipalities, government that already have police forces protecting those places so that they can operate safely and efficiently so that the stores are there for the people in the community. And if that makes me crazy, then go ahead and call me crazy.
Cray. No cat, no junk food if you're on government welfare. Johnny C.
I have a problem with saying no. I totally support getting rid of a lot of it and balancing it out. Because sometimes you have to help people protect themselves. That's what it's for in the first place. You're having trouble financially, probably have a good reason. Many people do. And the government's there going to help you get nutrition for your kids. I get that. That's part of the bargain. I still think if you want to get your kids some cookies, you should be allowed to.
Couple snick snacks. That's it. Couple snick snacks. There are not enough police to have cops in stores all the time. The number of police on the force is at an all-time low in this country. Capitalized.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Yeah, let's not defund police. Let's fund police. And let's help them protect the things that the communities need. Okay? There's money for that.
Pay them.
St. Louis is still down, a couple hundred cops? Like, let's help them protect the things that the community needs.
I agree. I do. Wombat says, good luck in your future endeavors. You're just going back to college. You're going to be back in.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, man.
Talk to Dave. Hopefully I'll be back once I graduate. But, obviously that's, 8-9 months away. So there's no way of knowing quite
So
yet.
this is your final run through. Enjoy it.
Yep.
No, enjoy it. Make sure you optimize every moment because when you get out, you're going to look back and go, my goodness, that was fun.
That was fun. And it went by quick.
Also, I think you're smart enough to know this, but I look back in college and I wish I would have paid attention and not cut corners and actually try to learn something. I thought I had all the answers. I didn't, and so I wasted some years of my education.
Yeah, I think we talked about this a little bit earlier in the week because I had some struggles early on in my college years. So yeah, definitely.
Just get it done, baby. Just get it done. Let's see here. Let's just go back to the paper for stamps, where you would buy a 10-cent piece of candy, then spend the change you get back on a 40-ouncer. Gene class.
Okay, don't know what that meant.
I read a book called Amongst the Thugs about English hooligans in the 80s. Hooligans are the only thing remotely interesting about soccer. Yeah, they are bizarre.
By the way, they try to say that a lot of people, not they, because that's a fake word. A lot of people try to say that thug is a racist word. And I'm like, when I think of thug, I think Cam Jansen in the NHL.
Yes, let's go. Let's go.
I think of mobsters, from the mafia.
I think of Jokic's brothers.
I think of soccer hooligans.
Yeah.
And then I think of the Detroit Pistons.
There it is.
It's the Red Wings. It's a well-balanced lineup.
What do you think of with the word thug?
With thug, I think of your average common criminal, because that's the word that people use all the time. It's like these dogs are. But
do you think it's a racist word?
I think some people do kind of use it that way. That's not the way I think of it. The word itself, no.
The word is not. So
the word
stop.
itself, no. But some people use it that way.
Everything. A thug to me is Tony Soprano.
He is.
It's Bill Lambier. Honestly, it's my friend Perry Marino's father.
Oh,
that was a thug.
Yeah. The mob guy.
So now if I use it to describe the play of a player in the NBA, a Bill Lambier type, I'd be labeled a racist. Stop it with that. Don't put your own racism on me.
I'm going to get into the Scientology thing.
Don't get hooked on it.
I might get hooked on it. They might get me.
You know what else they
might
do?
Get me.
They also want you to shed personal relationships and cut yourself off from friends. Anyone who could counter, that's a big isolation.
Well, that's pretty much all cults.
Because they want you to control you. They don't want outside chirping.
God, Rock does not like Tom Cruise. He will not watch a movie by him.
Why?
He said he's evil.
Let him do what he wants.
He's evil. Tom Cruise is evil because of this. Because of this cult.
He's still a good actor.
He's a damn good actor.
He was awful in Cocktail. One of my least
Never
favorite.
Gotten into it.
Chick flick. It's kind of like the what is that movie? Top Gun. It's like Top Gun with tropical drinks. Same
instead of fighter jets.
It is.
Yeah,
I think both are chick flicks.
Fair enough.
Oh, so yeah, I'm just gonna look into this, man. I believe thug is derived from a Hindu word. Interesting.
I don't know where it was derived.
I don't know. Good job today, Jimmy, with the trivia. Enjoy your day off. I know you got the podcast coming up here. Enjoy the day off. And Eli, you too, man. We'll see you tomorrow for your last day.
Yep, I will be here tomorrow one last time.
One last time. You gonna bring any snick snacks for the boys?
I think I'll have to, because I do work today, so I might have to bring in some donuts and cookies for everybody.
Okay. All right. We appreciate that. We will see everybody tomorrow. This is Hot Take Central 2.0.
There's a new way to travel, and it's one of the oldest forms of transportation. Travel by train. Yes, consider traveling around the United States on Amtrak. Traveling by train